Oh, except this little darkness is too long. Kapla! And welcome to the show, everybody. It is Sunday night. And welcome to the Technically Trek podcast. Oh, you know what's weird is I'm not seeing all the chats in sync. Hello, everybody. Once again, I'm Crewman Tommy. We're live. It's Sunday night. And this is the Technically Trek podcast. Let's go around the room and introduce the crew. PVG, you go first.
Good evening from the North Pole. It is freezing out today. I guess it happens every time this time of the year.
Kapla.
Kapla.
Crewman Mgyx.
What'd it do? I have no idea what that was, so I'm just going to leave it at that. Let y'all marinate on that one. I have no idea what he's talking about.
Marinate.
I mean, we're kind of used to that by now, though, right?
This is true.
You know what? We're going to start scripting his greetings. I think we'll start scripting his intros.
I need a teleprompter.
Do you think it would actually... I don't think
Like
that would
Biden.
work.
Yeah, I need one like Biden.
I don't think that would work for you.
What are you drinking today?
Right now, cut water, lime margarita, and twisted tea, and then I'm going to try this new twisted tea extreme. And this is Long Island iced tea, twisted tea.
You are going to see us. Well, PVG is going to try that exclusive flavor of twisted tea.
Live.
No one's got it. We have a special connect. My homeboy Kumar down at New Baden Liquor.
Who sells
Shout
to
out.
everybody else in your town?
He special ordered it for me.
We don't have a soundtrack for Kumar.
But in the chat, we got the gang. Crewman Karen, hello. Crewman Craig, what's up? And we've got TrekBot IB in New York City.
Get a rope.
And then, of course, the Chief, Private Dix, Chief Scott. So are we all caught up on Starfleet Academy? Let's just, oh, see, Crewman Karen noticed that you got the Athena badge.
Yeah.
I'm kind of at a weird angle so you can't really see mine. I mean, Crewman PVG's got one of those fancy printers.
I'm really hoping that they show that this com badge, as sleek and new as it is, also doubles as a dagger. Because it looks like you could just rip it off and shake somebody with it.
Or you could accidentally swallow it.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened.
Well,
I don't know.
PVG can't say because of his New Year's resolution.
But then again, I don't know why you would need a medical tricorder to grab a non-medical device. If you swallowed your tricorder, just lock onto it with a regular tricorder and beam it out. Fuck, you need a medical tricorder for.
Let's start from the beginning.
That was
Crewman PVG wants to give his take on Starfleet Academy.
Okay, go ahead.
You're going to do season episode 1 and 2?
Season 1, episode 1.
You're just going to do episode 1. Have you watched episode 2?
Yeah, I did.
Are you lying about watching episode 2?
No, I have watched it.
All right, give us your thoughts. Because you're the most lenient one here.
I thought it was going to be real, I don't know, woke. But it wasn't too bad. The only thing I didn't like was the ship, the Athena. You know, it's pretty. If you look real closely, it looks just like this badge. You know, with the engines and how it's separated and goes to Earth. Why to San Francisco? Why does it do that?
Just so you can sing that song for us later.
Yeah. I know why. I have a feeling why. But continue on.
It was good. It was all right.
That's it? That's your only take?
That's, we'll see what happens.
Nothing else. Absolutely
any
nothing else.
good what are some good things and some bad things that you might want to point out? Name a good thing.
I don't understand why the ships are so big.
That's not a good. I said name a good thing.
That's Star Trek.
This is leaning more towards you didn't watch it.
No, I watched it.
This is kind of backing up the premise that I don't think you watched it.
No, I watched
Did you? All right. So let's say you watched it because you did print the comm badges. Where'd you get the model for the comm badges? Are they out already?
They are. Yeah.
All right.
By the way, crewman Karen McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Yes, I know that was a reference to Voyager about the medical tricorder, not the regular tricorder. But I'm saying now it's 800 years later. If you swallowed a communicator, you would just transport it out, just like they would put comm badges on people to lock onto them for the transporter. So that's what's going. But yes, I understand it was a throwback.
So PVG
I still don't
says
think
it's good because it's Star Trek. And you were saying something about the ship being too big. So is that a bad thing?
I thought so. I thought it was a waste. Looks like a big shopping mall from the inside.
Like a big
Too
cruise
big.
ship?
So you realize the name of the show, right?
Star Wars?
Keep going. Say it with me now. What's another word for an academy?
School?
What's another word for school? Or another form of school? Of a higher learning?
College?
Or?
University?
Exactly. So would you expect a college or a university to be the size of like a 7-Eleven?
No, but I wouldn't, it's just, plus this is in space too. To me, it's a waste.
Is it in space all the time?
Not always. And then even for that big ship to come down and land in San Francisco, I'm thinking, I don't know, maybe things have changed. I still can't get over SpaceX landing rockets. It just...
What do you mean you can't get over SpaceX landing rockets?
So...
When I first
on that one. Hold on
when I first saw those two SpaceX rockets taking off and then landing, I thought it was special effects.
Okay.
All right, hold on. Because from a plot perspective, though, you're fine with everything that happened.
So far.
Except that it does fully explain why the ship is that big and why it breaks apart and why one part lands in space.
And no other part of the plot. All right. See, this is why I wanted to go with you first, because PVG
clearly did not watch that.
He's not going to do a deep analysis. He doesn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
He just enjoys
You're right. PVG
he enjoys the Star Trek nature.
Watching 90210. He watched it from that perspective.
It's a show. It's not real. Even though a lot of stuff.
You just said SpaceX was special effects.
No, I didn't say that. I said I thought it was special effects.
All right. Well, I'll go into a little bit of my thoughts. And there was a few things that bothered me.
Okay.
Like, I don't care about the ship itself because it's 1,000 years in the future, let's say. I'm surprised the ship is not just a ball of jelly. But I've got a problem with just some of the overall, like, the characters and the whole plot. Like, I was hoping that there would at least be this whole, all right, we're gonna go to the academy and we're gonna start off with, starting to talk about some Starfleet stuff in the academy, but the plot starts off a little different, where it's, I think anybody who cares about Star Trek has probably watched it already. So we'll go ahead and, we're going to be doing some spoilers. If you haven't watched it, you probably don't care about watching it, so you may not watch it. You may not care about any of this, but, so you got this little boy with his mom, and for whatever reason, she's kind of in cahoots with a criminal, a pirate, a bandit of sorts, because food is scarce in the era of replicators. Food is scarce. So she turns to crime, and I guess in one of their attempts to take food from some cargo ship or something, I don't know all the details, but a crew person was killed, and so now she's an accessory to murder. So fast forward, the whole premise of this plot is this captain, who I don't understand why her name has to be so complicated. To this day, I still don't know her name, and I've watched each episode twice just because I fell asleep a couple times, and I wanted to just try to watch it all in one shot. But
are you talking about Holly Hunter's character?
I just can't figure out what her name is.
Nala Ak.
Okay.
Nala Ake.
Yeah.
Or it's Nala.
Yeah, dumb name.
Or Nayla.
Yeah,
it could be Nayla.
Let's go with simpler names for your main characters.
But what is it? Strange New Worlds has, I'm trying to see how Pelia's name is spelled.
Pelia is pretty easy to remember, though. I guess Nala. I guess we'll remember that over time. Nala Ake, something.
And she wasn't even human.
No, she's the same as Pelia. She's young compared to Pelia.
She's actually half. I think Pelia is full-on Lanthanite, and Holly Hunter is half Lanthanite.
Yeah, Pelia, I think, is like 5,000 years old. And
Pelia has a single word name. But I guess, I mean, that could be culture, because Holly Hunter is half and half. Maybe half Lanthanite, half human. They wanted to give her a last name. I don't know. But for those who are not familiar, we are speaking of the actress Carol Kane. Plays Pelia.
And Karen makes a good point. I mean, not everybody has replicators. So that's a valid point, especially after the burn, right? And so a lot of the leniency I have in how this show kind of plays out is because it's post the burn. And all right, so maybe you don't have the best choice of cadets. But let me finish my thought.
Why would you not have the best choice of cadets?
I don't know.
You literally have. They said it was 800 years since the burn.
No, 100. I think 120 years.
120 years since. Okay, so that's at least 2 generations, possibly 3 generations of youngins.
Yeah.
Who wanted to know science. That's not including.
I'm just trying to be generous. I'm trying to be lenient here. Because, Starfleet Academy was always the best of the best. Like, if you look back at any episode of Starfleet Academy, where Starfleet Academy was, like, snippets of it were shown, whether it's DS9 or TNG.
You had to pass a test. You then had to get a written recommendation.
Yeah.
And I get it. I mean, desperate times, desperate measures. But
so that was my thing, is were they desperate for cadets?
Now that you're mentioning this, and I'm literally thinking of this now, I'm realizing I had thoughts on that too, by the way. So I'm thinking this is very equivalent to COVID. Times, literally, COVID changed the face of the world in more ways than one, not just social, how we interact, and medicine, and it literally changed our everyday way of thinking, of like jobs,
But wasn't Barkley a genius?
Who?
Karen was mentioning Barkley.
Yes, he was basically a Sheldon that did not know how to social interact and resorted to the holodeck. But I think the burn acted the same way that COVID did. Because like right now, like you can't, the same things that we grew up with, like work-wise and work attitudes, none of that applies anymore. Like that one, COVID is the one event that changed all that. And I think the burn changed all that, but I don't see, just like with COVID, I don't see why it would change all that and why you would not still implement certain types of, let's say, work ethic. Like my biggest thing with the burn, and they said it in the episode, was when the burn happened, exploration stopped. Why? You were exploring before you had warp travel and warp speed. You just did it at a slower pace. Why would exploration stop? You had
because they couldn't travel at warp speed anymore, right?
That don't mean shit.
I mean, because you can't even get out of our galaxy. You can't even reach. It would take weeks just to get from here to like Pluto without warp speed.
It takes weeks to get from here to Mars.
Months,
yeah.
Again, but I'm saying on impulse, of weeks, on impulse, you could probably do it in weeks.
Impulse engines is basically just shy of light speed,
right?
So that's still that's still minutes on impulse. It takes 8 minutes for light to get from the sun to Earth. And if impulse speed is just shy of light speed to get from Earth to Mars, which is a hell of a lot closer to Earth, you would get there within minutes.
But that's if your ship wasn't destroyed in the burn.
That's if you had inertial dampeners. If you didn't have inertial dampeners, it may take you hours. But what I'm saying is this. Here's what I'm getting at. Before Discovery came into this, and by the way, I want to see a Marvel time branch, an MCU time branch showing that this is a variant of a multiverse. Because if the burn never occurred, we'd still be traveling. None of this shit would have happened. But the burn occurred. That being said, if the burn occurred, are you saying you would never, ever explore again and that everyone would be stagnant? If the burn occurred and Discovery never jumped in the future, are you saying that we would never, ever, ever explore space again because we would never, ever, ever be able to go faster than warp because the burn occurred and the use of dilithium results in an exploding thing? Are you basically saying we're back to being cavemen? Every species is a caveman in their own little sectors until somebody discovers an alternative to using dilithium.
Well, that's what happened, right? I mean, that's what they said happened. They had to stop everything, and it was the USS Discovery and their crew that came in and solved the mystery of the burn, and they found that planet that was mostly made of dilithium, where that kid
and the kid on it that had the psychotic breakdown, whatever that caused the burn.
Well, because his mom died.
But that's a bullshit answer. That's a bullshit solution. You're basically saying you would never.
Well, they had no dilithium.
You're saying that, okay, so let me ask you this then. What about all the planets that were pre-warp civilization that we did not make first contact with, that were on, let's say, Earth in real life status? We can go to the moon. We can go to Mars. What about those people? They didn't stop exploring. They continue to explore. It's going to take them a lot longer. So at that point, at some point in time, that society is going to now surpass where Starfleet stopped and became stagnant. That's the part where I'm saying is that Starfleet is accepting the fact that we can never go faster than warp. We're never going to look for any alternative. We're going to quit exploring. We're not going to travel at impulse speeds. We're just going to stop exploring anything and everything. We're going to stay in our own little eggshell from now on. Fuck it. Fuck everybody else that's out there.
Yes. Yeah, like Crewman Karen says, right? Starfleet went into defensive mode. So Starfleet was made up of, I think, over 300 members. But after the burn, they got reduced down to like 30. Right? Everybody bounced. Nobody wanted to be part of the Federation anymore.
They probably went home, try to take care of their own.
And yeah, part of the problem was they didn't know what caused the burn, so they were all afraid now to use dilithium.
But you don't use dilithium necessarily for impulse.
No, that was a big part of it.
Yeah, for impulse, you don't need dilithium.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Why would you stop exploring? You still have the go.
It slowed stuff
because
down.
if you're just on impulse, you've already explored everything that you can reach on impulse.
But you can then send out another ship.
Yeah, but that's
or
years.
A series of ships.
Years and years.
Let's use this analogy.
You're saying you'd rather not do it at all?
Let's use this analogy. Let's say if today the burn happened to us, which would be petroleum. Now, the first country that would recover from this is the strongest country, and later on the weaker, the poorer countries would,
Why?
recover.
Why would you say that? It's
what
the
are you
smarter,
talking about?
It's the first person to recover is the smarter country.
No, not necessarily. No,
yes, it is.
You can have smart, but if you don't have money to go back that,
let's do this. Look at it. Let's use your analogy. You can no longer use petroleum gas, derivatives of oil, derivatives of dinosaurs to create gasoline to drive your car. You're saying so you're saying the only people that would be able to figure out how to make fuel.
I'm using that as an analogy.
Hold on. The only people that are smart enough to figure out how to make fuel out of nothing is the smartest country that's making fuel out of something else that they can no longer use. The people that are smart are going to be the third world countries that don't have gas, that know how to make wood gas or gas out of corn, ethanol, methanol, alternate means to get the same result.
And to get
countries like
to get that onto the road, and to get that on the road, what does that take?
Nothing.
Money.
Because they've been
it doesn't?
They've been doing it.
You don't need to refine it. It just comes out of the ground?
No, you've obviously have always passed your emissions. But for those of us who were broke, who had to run their motorcycles through a DMZ emissions, running purely on.
I've lived in Missouri.
All right, so then you can run an engine off of pure rubbing alcohol. You know this. Moonshiners used to run cars off of moonshine. That's what I'm saying. Those third world countries who have had to do this refinery and struggled all of these years know how to make gas or fuel out of alternate substances and know how to put it into a car. The guy who just goes to Chevron, pumps the gas, he may have used the results of somebody way before him that was smarter that jumped past that, but he doesn't know how to go backwards and say, oh, I've been using refined gas forever. I just go to Exxon. But when that pump is dry and he's 10 generations deep of family that just goes to the pump and pumps gas, how is he going to know, oh, well, I need to get a bunch of wood and create heat and then capture the gas and then run it through this and then run it through this.
How's he going to know to light a fire?
How is he going to know to do all
Shame
that
on
to
you.
make fuel?
Shame.
You know what? I'm thinking.
All right, let me finish my thought. Let me finish my thought because you guys interrupted my thought. I was going through the little Starfleet Academy timeline here.
All right, your timeline. I still don't agree with why they stopped exploration, but okay. My bad.
So you have Holly Hunter. I think we determined her name was like Captain Nala or something. She was running a daycare, I guess. She was running a daycare on Bajor. So it was a nice throwback to see Bajor in the mix.
Bajorans.
Yeah, Bajor of Bajora.
But you know, one thing I did notice, I didn't see any of the Bajor noses.
I think they tried to.
I think I need to go back and watch it. But like how they have the little ridges and they have the earrings, I didn't see any of that.
Everybody's mixed breed now.
Okay.
Like 900 years in the future, it's like there's not a pure race anymore.
It's like the smooth-headed Klingons.
Yeah. All right, so he tells her he wants her to come back and be the chancellor of Starfleet Academy. I'm not sure why they picked her, because it looked like she might have been like maybe a judge or something, based on that interaction at the very beginning, where she has I don't know anybody's name, but Paul Giamatti is on trial, and Tatiana Maslany's on trial. Caleb's mother, the mother's on trial, and they get sent to prison because of murder.
Accidental murder. They were hungry. They accidentally killed somebody in the process of all
right. So let's call it manslaughter.
Manslaughter,
right?
But it was harsh times. Harsh times during that burn of 100 years that they can.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta put the smack down, because manslaughter is still something, right?
True.
Can't just take something from somebody and then they end up dead. But so here's what bothers me. This little kid, he's 6 years old. He knows to take the captain's comm badge, or Holly Hunter's comm badge, when he's a little kid. I just don't know how, like, sometimes these things, somebody made this comment in one of the reviews I was watching, where Star Trek in Starfleet Academy has become Star Wars because it's so over the top with fantasy. Like, it's not Star Trek anymore based on science. It's Star Wars based on fantasy.
Are you referring to how he knew how to hack a system?
How does a 6-year-old boy know, first of all, to steal the captain's badge, and the captain's badge is like, is that her security, I guess? I didn't know that the comm badge was your security.
Come on now.
I guess it's like our iPhones today.
I'm going to say 2 words, and that will explain why he knew how to do that. Fixie.
Well,
right there tells you right there.
I'm going to say a different 2 words that's going to explain it. Plot armor.
Dude, I don't think it's plot armor. I think a child and you yourself literally have experienced this. Just simply through kids are smarter than you think they are, than adults give them credit for. I mean, you had a kid that knew as soon as we picked up a computer case and put it on the kitchen table, something was going to get taken off, and you need the screwdriver to do that because you're going to fix it. And her 2 words were fixie.
Yeah, but opening up a force field, like bringing down a force field.
I don't think it. So here's the thing. Oh, so you segued right into one of my things. I do have an issue with that scene because the force shield went to outside, to outer space. And why would you think a kid would drop a force field to go into outer space and you not put in any effort to look anywhere else in the room? Clearly the kid transported somewhere or opened up a side door or
he was hiding under the table.
He's
under the couch cushions.
Yeah, like he opened up a side panel and he's in the wall crevice or whatever, because the only other thing that panel opened was that window that went to outer space, and they showed and went to outer space. So why would you think the kid
was it
went
outer
out there?
Space?
Yeah, it showed like a window going outside.
I think they were on like some kind of they were on like they might have been on a moon of some kind.
Or some unhospitable
It was
planet.
a force field, so that means they obviously had to keep something out. But why would you think the kid ran outside? And even if it was a 6-year-old kid, 6-year-old kids got tiny legs. Why would you not simply go outside and look to see if you could see tracks if they were on a moon?
And it looked like it was quite a drop.
Or a tricorder, probably.
Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, where's the life form out here?
Something like that. Oh, hey, not even that. hey, run a scanner sweep of the perimeter over here. Is there anyone outside?
Yeah, lock transporter on a 6-year-old life form that's out there.
I mean, there's so that part, yes, I get that. How the kid knew how to do that, that's plausible. Why the adults wouldn't think to do any kind of searching later, I don't get, because this also comes up again at the end of episode 1.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not tractor in your own escape pod? No one said abandoned ship.
Well, every escape pod escape pod on a Starfleet vessel gives off a beacon.
Right. So again, excuse me, crew. Did one of y'all
beam them right to the bridge,
or lock on it and blow it up?
Bridge, lock onto that. We lost an escape pod. Maybe one of the kids was tripping, freaked out. It's their first day. Grab that motherfucker, bring it back.
Maybe it was the girl who swallowed her comm badge.
Why would you not? So you just left it? You just let it be? You already blew up his ship. So there's no ship for him to go to. Why would you just let the...
Yeah, where's he going to go? Okay, but let's go back to... Okay, so the 6-year-old boy, so you're saying it's plausible he could manipulate the technology and escape.
Yes, that's plausible.
Okay, so you're buying into that.
I'm not buying into the adult just decided not to look anywhere. Like, that's just dumb.
And so, okay, so now the Admiral goes to Bajor to try to recruit Cap Nala, whatever her name is, Ake, to become the Chancellor for whatever reason. Again, short-staffed, I guess, out of people, like not enough possible candidates. Like, you have all the people from Discovery. You know, you could have had somebody in there maybe be a chancellor or run your academy, but you wanted this former judge. All right. But she just has no... I didn't realize she was this short. Nothing against short people, but man, she is really short. She got no stature.
I mean, she's kind of taking the whole "I'm a lamp, I'm not been around for everything" really kind of to heart. Like, you walk around a ship barefoot, just stanky, dirty feet to Jesus.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah. So,
well, I mean,
let's skip ahead.
And you're lounging in the chair, like it's just, I'm just caking it with my cup of coffee, laying back, reading a book.
That's a captain's chair. It's not a beanbag, you know.
Right.
Show a little respect for the chair.
So there is that part of it. I did want to note the star date. Did anyone note the star date? Has anyone compared the star date that it shows at the beginning versus the star date that Discovery ended on? Like how much time it actually shows between those two? I don't know if someone has it, but I didn't get a chance to write it down. That would be something any of you TrekBot or persons in the chair want to look at. That would be pretty dope thing.
I'm guessing it's pretty close because I think Discovery's in the
they're in retrofit right now.
Yeah, for a refit. How is it?
It's different.
Mr. Sci-Fi fan, I agree. I do like the nod to DS9. I wish they would have shown the wormhole and played like an updated little bit of their theme when they do it, like they've been doing all the other shows.
Yeah.
I think that would have been.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the wormhole pop open.
Karen McLeod of the Clan McLeod. I'm sorry, Karen. I'm gonna have to say that your name.
There can be only one
going forward. Karen McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Yes. The Athena staff seems surprised to encounter the issues in the Badlands, which are next to Bajor. Yeah, I don't understand if it's been that many years since DS9. Why are you surprised of the Badlands, especially after Voyager? One of your first things you probably should have fucking done was map the entire Badlands of everything and had some constant surveying drones out there, weather vanes or whatever they call them in the ocean.
Yeah, because even before the burn, it's been like 800 years.
Right, that's what I'm saying. And they're like, oh my God, we're surprised that this is happening. Why are you surprised? It's been almost 1,000 fucking years. Set up another base or a station out there that constantly monitors it. I will say this though. Again, I kind of did mention. I don't understand why they didn't go outside and look for the kid. I don't understand why they didn't transport or tractor beam the escape pod back in. I did like the nod to the tricorder thing, but again, been 800 years since that last joke, and I do understand the nod to it, but new technology based on Discovery and years of captains and first officers and commanders slapping their comm badge on whoever they need to transport. You should have known, the doctor should have known just to, okay, you got a comm badge, you swallowed it. Okay, I need a regular tricorder to see that, and let me just lock onto it and transport it out. Here it is in a nice little jar. Go take 2 of those and call me in the morning.
Actually, what they should have done is transported her out. She should have been done at that point.
Regardless of it, but like you said, not the best pick. I'm gonna also say this. The opening theme song, not all that great.
I don't get what they were trying to do with the opening theme.
I don't know either. I heard,
and it was very short.
I heard 2 notes of what could have been Picard,
like, kind of Picardish,
and a couple of notes of what were Strange New World, what could have been Strange New Worlds, and then that was it. And I was just like, "What are you doing with this? This should have been. If this is a show about a young person show about school, you need a beat. You need to throw in some beat, some percussion into your opening, not just whatever horns, melodies, and woodwinds. That you need a beat. You need something that's going to be upbeat because you're trying to make an upbeat show. Which leads me to my next note, which was the Chunky Monkey is kind of funny. Chunky Monkey is Munchichi for PVG.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
I don't think it makes sense.
First online or AI.
She's the first hologram.
Right.
Enrolled.
What do they call them? Photonics?
Yes.
She's
the first photonic cadet. She's kind of funny.
Sam.
Yes. I do like that they, and here's the other reason why I mentioned the Stardate. You see while they're walking through the corridors, it's not the character, I don't think, because I didn't hear her voice, but one of the species that is in Prodigy, the rock monster, the rock creatures. You see them walking through the corridors. So I'm wondering if that was that creature, because in Prodigy,
I think it was.
Oh, from Prodigy.
Because in Prodigy, they all end up going to the academy, and then in season 2, they're kind of in there, and they take on a ship.
This guy. Yeah.
Yes. But that's actually a her.
Oh.
So that's why I'm like, okay, is that the character from that species? And is she the only one, or did they find more? And if that is her, the one from Prodigy, where is everyone else? Because the character from Prodigy, that went to Academy to become an engineer.
Right.
Looks like Groot's cousin on steroids.
All right, so let's get into some of these characters. Starfleet Academy.
Are we giving them nicknames?
The cadets. Okay, this is the kid who has mommy issues. So that'll be that. I'm just gonna call him mommy issues.
And is his name is that a gentle nod to the Mir space station?
I don't know.
Was it the Mir space station?
Somebody had a theory that he is secretly related to Picard.
How?
He's the great grandchild of Jack and LaForge's kid.
I think there hasn't been enough time for that to pass to have a great grandchild.
What? When was Picard? 2390?
Oh, I guess this is 900. Well, it's 900 years in the future. I'm just saying, in this day and age, the average person can live to be over 100.
Yeah. Okay.
So, I guess I don't know the dates.
So maybe somewhere in the family
give us
tree.
the timeline.
Somewhere in the family tree, because I think this show is at about 3100.
Okay.
Maybe 3200. I think the burn was like 3069, and it's 120 years later, right? So this would be 3189. So you got time to have a few grandchildren.
I guess you could.
Some descendants.
Relative of Jango Fett.
Yeah, but so this, I mean, he seems like the only normal character so far.
With trust issues, but you're living on the streets, living that hard knock life. You're gonna have trust issues.
15 years of just surviving on his own.
Good times. See, they could have put good times playing in the background every time he shows up on the screen. That's fucked up.
Now his roomie,
Fish
I guess
face.
he's got two roomies. This is the Kionian bitch.
Damn, you straight up went bitch with it.
Well, no, because every time they said it on the show, it had the word bitch in it. Kionian bitch.
Are you serious? I don't remember that.
Yeah. Because he said, how can you walk out on the saucer section without a suit? Because I'm Kionian, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that.
He seems somewhat normal. So
Other
I
than
don't
he's
hate this
lying
dude.
about his appearance and he's fish face.
He should just stay fish face.
I think they'll get along. Eventually get along.
Oh no, they're gonna be besties.
That's the Kirk and Spock. Horse
This
mouth.
is Big Mouth. Is that what? Wait, what are we calling her? Big Mouth or horse mouth?
I'm good with big mouth.
All right,
White
big
mouth.
A big mouth.
Langolier. Miss Pac-Man.
She's a Darsha. I'm not familiar with the Darsha.
Well, obviously I need to see another one to see if it's just her or if they all got wide mouths. And then you drink the white
They all
mouth
get them
Mickey.
injections, them lip fillers.
Something, dude, but yeah. Chunky Monkey, aka
Chunky Monkey. I do have a problem with why they would program a hologram to be kind of dumb. Why would a hologram need to go through Academy and not just have that stuff like matrixed in, right? Remember Neo just got programmed with how to do kung fu.
So here's the thing with that, and the doctor explained it. You may have fallen asleep during this part. She asked him, "Why did they program me this way?" And he was like, "You're programmed to be 17 and to live the life of a 17-year-old, which means you are meant to live through the experience of being a teenager with these level of responses until you acquire enough knowledge and experience to mature." Basically, she's literally programmed to live the teenage life. It's basically, social experiment or social experience. So they want that. Just like the doctor was never programmed to be the doctor until he went through his social experience of Voyager and being left on and then learning to expand himself and everything else. They want to replicate that in a teenager, not just a grown-ass adult like he was.
All right, so why... I mean, I don't want to sound offensive, but why when you're making a hologram... Because even the original EMH, the doctor, was not a chunky monkey on Voyager.
I think it was
So why make a
Part of
chunky
it.
monkey now?
so she doesn't look intimidating to anyone.
She doesn't look intimidating, so she can experience the effects of being possibly bullied, made fun of, experience what do they call it when they have body image issues?
Or not a threat.
You know, here's the problem with, I'm going to tell you the problem with this show. Okay. Let's just cut to the chase.
Well,
The problem with this show is it's written in context of 2026. It's not written in context for 3189. It's written with the linguistics, the way people talk. Like if you think about even going back to TOS used kind of futuristic talking, you know, like the way Spock was very proper.
A little bit too cerebral.
Yeah,
for,
it was
common
like,
folk.
I kind of think of Star Trek in a way. Star Trek is like Law and Order. It's just very, we're talking about facts. We're talking about here's the situation. Dragnet. Exactly.
There's the facts, only the facts. Yeah, but the problem with that is when Roddenberry did the show, it was a nod to reflect what was happening in the world, and this ironically does do that. It is showing some of the things that happen in the world that maybe some folks just aren't able to see. But I will say this: remember how I was talking about before? Why don't they cuss in Star Trek? And now it seems like they are just throwing around.
It's too much cussing.
Like it's like now they're just doing way too much of it. It's like, are you saying getting all your shits out in the first 2 episodes so you don't ever have to write it again? And like, hey, we're allowed this amount of times of using the word shit, and we used them all up in the first 2 episodes. Oh well, we can't use it anymore. Like, man, now you've abused it and you took it the wrong direction.
Yeah.
And what Karen said, they need to grab a younger viewers to keep the franchise alive. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but the problem with this idea of grabbing the younger viewers by pushing away your dedicated viewers is right now, if you look at the people who are reviewing this show, every YouTube, I would say if you pulled up 20 YouTube videos, 19 of them would be bad about this show. And these are really bad reviews. Like there's reviews that have more views than the actual YouTube premiere of this episode.
Well, Karen McLeod of the Clan McLeod says she does not feel pushed away. I don't feel pushed away from it either. I think it's
we're watching
so
it.
far.
Yeah.
It's entertaining. Here's my thought. I'm entertained, but I have to turn off the Star Trek way of thinking. I can't think of this as a Star Trek because when I think of it as a Star Trek, I think, wow, the way Holly Hunter is sitting in that captain's chair, that's not captain-like. That you would never see Janeway do that. Janeway would never disrespect the captain's chair like Holly Hunter is disrespecting the captain's chair. Janeway would never walk around the bridge barefoot. She would never walk around her ship barefooted. I mean, unless like you summoned her in the middle of the night, you know, but during normal business hours, Janeway is not walking around Voyager barefoot.
And I get that. But in the same thing that this kind of is the passing of the torch, this is a kind of the same thing. And yes, sci-fi
but this is 2026.
DS9 episode where they had the village that was disappearing and it was full of, it turns out they were all photonics that were reproducing from holographic sperm and eggs and generating from there. So yes, I totally get this. And that would be awesome if Sam is an offshoot from that village. But what I'm talking about, what you're talking about, yes, there is a passing of the torch. And shout out to the OG crews on this. In real life, you know this. The way you ran your store was not the same way Kevin ran the store, which is not the same way I ran the store. They're all going to be different.
But we're also not a military institution.
You're now at a point of it's no longer Kirk who was staunch was basically Kirk was the hat cocked to the side, World War II aviator. I'm taking command of this carrier. We're doing it this way with a pipe and whatever. And then you get into, okay, we got to be more serious about it. Now we are yes, I'm staunch and I'm Picard and blah, blah, blah. And occasionally you got a Cisco's, I am staunch, but I'm also loose. I like baseball and like hanging out, kicking it. And now you're at a point where it's the younger generation that is like, okay, I'm a Lanthonite. I've been around 400 years. I've seen all your captains. I'm not going to take things that serious. We are not an attack vessel. We are not the flagship. We are a school.
But you're right. She's a chancellor of a school that's supposed to be setting an example. Who the fuck
is she setting an example to?
Every student.
Students are not
walking around barefoot on campus. That's every student is seeing that.
Students, first of all, the students aren't supposed to be coming up to the bridge like that to begin with. Just like Picard said, no kids on the bridge, the same thing. The meaning that she had with the dude was basically like a Saturday. Hey, the kids are all off today. We're walking around the school. It's a Saturday. There's no school today. Everyone's relaxing. And I get that.
They were 15 minutes away from meeting the Betazoid delegation. And she's walking around barefoot.
Time. They were hours away.
This ain't your daddy's Oldsmobile.
This is why people are not liking it. This is why people are not liking this show. Like, I said, I can turn off the Star Trek stuff and say, you know what? As just a show about a kid looking for his mom, and it happens to be set in the timeline of Star Trek, and they're on spaceships, and they're with the Federation and Starfleet. I can be entertained by it. I am entertained, right? But if I put on my Trekkie hat, I have a lot of problems with this show if I put on my Trekkie hat. You're not going to
see that when they have a Die Hard issue and she's caught outside with no shoes on, and it becomes a thing like that, like it was in Die Hard. Then you're gonna be like, oh, it shows the grief and it shows all this and that. That's why I foresee this happening. That's why I think they pointed it out. Is that I'm hoping that there's going to be some catastrophe or disaster where her not wearing shoes is going to be a thing, just because walking around barefoot in public for people to just step on your toes to begin with, like, that's just dumb.
It's not shoes. It's always boots. It's never in between. It's either boots or barefoot.
Bashir wore some Reeboks in one episode. I guess it was a blooper.
How would you feel if she was walking around in slides? Like literal slides. How about some
Starfleet Crocs?
There would be no respect, It's just...
See, but that's the thing. You're thinking from your aspect of your age, that's disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly. Here we are. There's three of us. We're like 10 or more years apart. I'm the OG. You're the next generation. You're the Starfleet Academy.
But listen, even the Chancellor of the War College said this is a violation. Right? Yeah. Walking around barefoot is a uniform violation.
Practice what you preach, It's just...
She's got to adhere to the regulations if she wants her students to adhere to them.
And the way she was sitting in the chair, the captain's chair.
The Admiral made a mistake bringing in this Nala person. She's not a good chancellor.
So what do you want them to do? Bring back a defrost of Picard and have him pop up halfway through?
You know who would probably be better as the chancellor? Tilly. Tilly would probably be better.
There you go.
Tilly is going to make an appearance in the show. Apparently.
Yeah, like very little. I've heard her appearances are very little.
Maybe she comes in and you know what? Maybe that is it. Maybe because like you mentioned before, why would you have a captain and a chancellor? Why won't you just pick one? And maybe that would be a cool thing if Tilly comes over as the chancellor and now Holly Hunter is the captain and now she has to.
But even as a captain, Holly Hunter was no good. Like, she did not handle that Badlands situation well. It's like you got we're picking up tachyon surges. Okay, what about some kind of evasive maneuver, shields up, blah, blah, blah. Do something.
This is true. Maybe Holly Hunter comes back in or gets made the chancellor.
Yeah, like Karen said, she's over it. You know what? That's why I don't think she's a good choice, because she's over it. She's lived too long.
Maybe
she knows
she's not going to be the Maybe she's not going to be the captain and chancellor for that much
longer.
Nah,
Paramount Plus likes her because she's a big name.
She's not a big name. Why do people think she's a big name?
She's a B-lister.
She's a bigger than anyone they got now.
Except for Paul Giamatti.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Paul Giamatti should have been the captain.
Yeah,
because he's a big name. And you know what? That's what Caleb needs. Caleb doesn't need Holly Hunter to pretend to be his mommy because she lost a kid in the burn.
You know what? He needs a father figure.
Yeah.
He needs a Paul Giamatti.
Yes.
You just said the right magic words.
You need a father
We're
figure
playing Discovery all over again.
Yeah, this has the potential to turn bad. Yeah. It really does. Right now, I'm okay with it, but I am still waiting for the other shoe to drop. I did.
So, did anybody look at the thumbnail? Our thumbnail basically says, the advice to Paramount Plus is drop all the episodes. Don't do this week, thing. Just drop them all now. Let everybody just digest it all at once, right? Because if you go week to week, you're going to continue to get millions of YouTube views of people that don't like this show. If you just drop it all at once, I have a feeling it's going to get better. I mean, that's kind of like a. It's
what happened to Discovery.
Yeah, like it may get better. And if it gets better towards the end, like if you were to drop the remaining 8 episodes right now and the 9th and 10th episode were really good, that's what people would remember. Sorry about that. And choking. But because they're going 1 week at a time, people are just nitpicking at all these problems in this, kind of like the Starfleet, all these problems with how Starfleet behaves, and then these little plot holes. Like, why couldn't they just tractor beam his escape pod, right? They just watched it float away. It's just floating. Like, it's just floating away, and like everybody's waving. Well, I think they cut to the San Francisco scene, which...
They did. They cut... So here's the thing. They cut to San Francisco months later.
Yeah.
It said like 6 months later. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why did it take so long? Where were they?
I mean, I don't like this character. I mean, the character itself was fine. I just feel like it's just weird. Like they made a hologram that's just weird. Okay, this guy.
The cowardly
this
lion.
guy right here is what did you call him? The Scarecrow.
He's either the Scarecrow or he could be the Cowardly Lion.
I don't get this guy. This is the worst. This Klingon is the worst.
And some of these characters, I'm seeing someone took the Wizard of Oz characters and put it in there, and I'm sure there's an actual trope that it fits into. But it's like, I get either the Scarecrow or the Cowardly Lion because he's too afraid to embrace his true
He's afraid to do anything.
To embrace his what? His
true
Klingon. Absolutely. I think he's like a Klingon human. And I'm so thankful that this guy talks like Worf instead of, with a lisp.
But he talks like Worf, but he's a scarecrow. That's my problem.
Right.
I bet you there may be an upcoming scene where he just lets his hair down and just goes Billy Badass.
His hair is down.
Well, stop it. You know what I mean. He's just getting emotional.
You mean that he's going to put his boots on the ground?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what it looks like is that's a bad 3D printed forehead. It looks terrible. It's
almost smooth.
It's too shiny.
It's getting smooth.
Yeah, put some zits on it or something. Isn't he a teenager? Like, put some pimples on his forehead.
I hope his...
it's way too smooth.
Now,
it's like a Klingon's baby's butt.
In the 31st century.
I just don't want to see him in a dress.
You know, they's got to go.
But they don't have Ozempic for the chunky monkey, and for the chunky Jem'Hadar.
They don't
have Ozempic white. I mean,
I see this kid, this character having to go through some growing and learning to embrace his Klingonness. Either that, or he's gonna go completely the opposite direction. And it's going to be like, wow. Like, I'm waiting to see how the whole kilt/skirt comes into play with us.
Oh, fuck me.
We already know how it's going to come into play. I think he's going to have a romance with the Betazoid guy. Who I actually like. I actually like the Betazoid brother of the hot girl.
Betazoid brother?
Yeah, I think he's funny. Like, bro's making beds. Yeah. Bro's making beds. I thought that was hilarious.
That is Crewman Tommy's overcompensation.
Right? Is this going to end up being like
he can't just be normal about it. He's got to turn it extra left.
It's going to be like that house party movie where, you know, it's like everybody's just buddies and this.
Thinking of Brokeback Mountain or something?
It's gonna be Brokeback something.
Like
Brokeback Starship.
Was it American Pie?
Brokeback Wormhole. I'm gonna have AI write that whole script. We'll start with the theme song. It's been a long day. All right, so I definitely don't like this guy. I don't know what they're doing with him. All right, so there's we knew this romance was going to happen. That was very obvious.
That dude's got some arms, don't he? I mean, not in there when he's got his.
Yeah, he's juiced up.
God,
he's got that 31st. Oh God, this person right here.
I know what's going on here.
Like, she reminds me of there's an anime on Netflix.
Good thing you got the sound effects.
Why does she look so angry all the goddamn time, or sad?
Debbie Downer. I don't know.
This is one of those characters where
her and Munchichi need to just become friends to even.
She'll be the Ensign Kim.
What is her? Oh, they don't give the details of her species. I'm guessing she's just human.
She'll be the Ensign Kim. She'll save a lot of time, save the ships a lot of times, and not get promoted.
Oh, Karen says that Caleb was a bodybuilder in real life or on the show. A juicer.
That dude he had some guns.
We figured you would notice.
Oh, stop it. No, my son's a weightlifter.
Look in the middle. Look in the middle.
I know.
What the hell?
That's Mr. Red.
Is that a velociraptor?
Wilbur? What the heck? Is that a horse?
No, it looks like a velociraptor. Wait, hold on. Let me get whatever's in my eye out.
I don't know what that is.
He's got a horse head.
It was very
and a human
distracting.
Body.
When I saw that, I said, "Oh, I got to get a screenshot of this." Yeah, I don't know what's happening there with that guy. But I'd be curious what species he is.
Can you imagine the actor? Fuck, I got the horse head.
Issues.
But he's got pointed ears.
Stan too says, I like that they explained the female Jem'Hadar. Her father was a Jem'Hadar, and her mother was Klingon.
The R is silent.
The canon of female only male Jem'Hadars. Wait, female.
The R is silent. Don't forget.
Jem'Hadar.
It's like we're in Brazil. Brazil. Oh, in real life, they made him lose muscle.
Wow.
Man, that guy must have been buff like Anatoly.
Chief Scott says, Crewman Tommy doesn't sound like he liked any
No, I did enjoy. I was entertained by it. But again, I have to take off my Trek hat. Like you know, because I like shows. I like shows like The OC.
You have to be open-minded. It's not your grandpa's
I like Dawson's.
Oldsmobile.
I like Dawson's Creek.
It's never going to be the TOS, which is my, favorite. And
TOS is your favorite.
yeah,
we get it. We get it.
No, it's just what I grew up with, and shit changes.
Yeah.
I get that. This is the Gen Alpha Star Trek. I'm entertained by it so far. If it gets really weird, I'll probably still watch it until the next season of Strange New Worlds comes out. And then I may start watching The Expanse.
Have you ever watched The Expanse?
I did. I never finished it.
Okay. I like that IB Trekbot says, I like that they have a separate war college. In a novel called Starfleet 1, Starfleet had two groups. The Butterfly Collectors wanted exploration, and the Boy Scouts wanted a military fleet. I think the War College, in my opinion, the War College probably got the better recruits. So I bet the War College, because the War College, I'm guessing, has been ongoing, right?
You got to be a Type A personality. You got to be a go-getter.
100%.
Right. This will be like your
shoot.
Yeah, this is going to be like your Bud school,
Right.
Where Starfleet Academy is more like, going off to prep school.
Band camp.
So it's not like Starfleet Academy in the old days used to be, you had your Red Squad and your, everybody was top tier. But after the burn, now that's the War College. And then you got all your B-rate, your B-listers are now going to Starfleet Academy. So that's why it'll be interesting to see the interactions with the War College, which there will be because the hot girl that Caleb is into is over at the War College.
And the Jim Hada already said, there's a War College, but we also have tactical over here as well.
Yeah.
So I like that. And I have a feeling this is going to turn into a competition. Like the season is going to end in some kind of big war games or whatever to try and blend the two together.
One of the screenshots from next Thursday's episode does show everybody wearing like combat gear and they're holding phasers. Yeah.
I like to see an episode with Mr. Ed back there and directing. Hey, Wilbur.
Wait, is he part of the equestrian division? Kind of like the cetaceans? Which, by the way, you do know that was a nod straight to George and Gracie from Voyage Home, PBG's favorite movie.
I got you.
Because those were their direct descendants, or if not the actual Wells themselves, but it's highly unlikely since that was like 600 years beforehand, and Wells of that species are only said to live at the top rank or barely make it a century, so barely over 100. But there was also the nod that the Jillian Taylor wing is a nod to her as well, and the fact that she's like, oh, she's pregnant, another nod to A Voyage Home.
The Turner wing, they talked about the Turner wing a lot, and they talked about Turner throughout the episode, even up until the very end of the episode. And so that's the Trip Turner wing.
No, that's the Jillian Turner.
Turner?
Wait, was it? Are you sure it was the Turner wing and not the Taylor wing?
The Tucker wing. Sorry,
Tucker.
Okay.
And the Boothby Garden. Did you catch the Boothby Garden?
Karen I did see that.
Yeah, the Tucker.
Yeah, the Tucker wing is for Trip.
Yeah.
Which so I wonder if they're going to say, if they're going to confirm, this will make it canon or not, if he's actually dead or if he got, in that explosion, he got pulled out by Section 31 and had to live the rest of his life under a different name under Section 31. Because that's currently what everybody said. There was no reason for him to die. It was a pointless stuff.
Yeah.
And I guess there's some novels that say he did not die in the explosion and that Section 31 pulled him out.
Yeah. Booth by Memorial Garden. Yeah. The
My favorite Martian.
All right, so there was a scene where he takes the girl into one of the things I thought was weird is how these people would just appear and say, "Oh, why are you leaving the boundaries?"
Yeah.
Like that was kind of strange. And then he easily just said, "Recite back all the cappuccino orders or something." And then he was able to freeze up the little program, the little bot that was trying to keep him from leaving the premises.
The little Chinese.
Like some of that stuff was just, I guess that's just stuff to keep the plot going and make it funny.
Okay, so not gonna lie, I used a similar technique at work. So just because I thought about it, I was
Do
watching.
you work at Starfleet?
No, so
Okay.
but we receive AI calls about things. So we ask for certain identifying things, and they're supposed to recite it back. One of the things we ask for, they will tell us, and then along with that, like 6 other pieces of information that we don't ask for. So if you say something in the middle after you got your information, it'll send it into a loop and it'll keep responding. So if you say, "What is this number?" it'll say, "The number is this, and this number is this, and this person's name is this." And if you just say anything like, "Oh, what is this person's name?" it'll trip itself up, and then you go, "Well, what is this address?" And it'll get stuck trying to answer its own questions within the questions, kind of like that AI that we were testing here. I was like, "Hey, this is just like on the show." And so I did that a few times, and I was just like, "Man, yeah, this thing sucks. You can probably want to fix this. It's not working." But it's funny that shit actually does it.
All right, so let's go into the attack, right?
Which one?
So in season 1, they're attacked by Paul Giamatti's ship.
Oh, yes.
And basically, Holly Hunter just does not react at all. And maybe she's out of practice. I get it, right? Maybe she hasn't been in a combat situation in 120 years. So she forgets how to react to being attacked. And yeah, so they get basically immobilized. They're helpless. And this kid, Caleb, saves the day. None of the senior officers were able to save the day. No one had any experience with programmable matter, or no one could get any systems back online. It had to be the cadets. It kind of reminds me of Lower Decks.
Her number 1 didn't.
Oh, you're muted, man. Party foul.
Her number 1 didn't say anything. Laura Thok.
Is that the cute one? No. You're talking about
1.
the Jem'Hadar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's not cute. She didn't say anything. I mean, I didn't even see her in a scene.
There is. Oh, IB mentions Giorgio. When Giorgio's ship, her original ship in Discovery, when they got attacked, Giorgio, if you go back and watch that scene, Giorgio is telling everybody what to do. Giorgio's like, "Oh yeah, attack, send fire photon torpedoes at 324 Mark II," and she's instructing everybody. Giorgio is conducting the battle like a conductor, like she's doing an orchestra. Giorgio is very good at taking care of the ship. I think they might have eventually gotten overpowered by it. Yeah, the Shenzhen. The Shenzhou.
Shenzhen.
Or Shenzhen? Shenzhou? I thought it was the Shenzhou.
Shenzhen is something Hawk's brother from Airwolf. That's Shenzhen is
Ivy's on the wrong
Stringfellow Hawk's brother from Airwolf.
Shenzhen.
That's what Shenzhen is.
Yeah, I think Giorgio's ship was the Shenzhou.
And Shenzhou is Giorgio's ship, yes. And yes, Giorgio blinked to stop the interrogation bot. So that was pretty funny. Thank you for that, Karen McLeod of the Cloud McLeod.
That can be only one.
You're never gonna live that down,
I
Karen.
don't understand why. So first of all, here was my issue with that. Programmable matter is something of that era because they modified Discovery.
They've talked about it.
So how do they not know about programmable matter? That is not affected by the burn. That's just like saying, oh, nobody knows how to speak Spanish. Yeah, you're all from Earth. What the fuck? That didn't make any kind of sense of why no one knew anything about programmable matter. I do understand why a kid on the run would know about frequencies used by programmable matter because he was brought up by the pirates. So the pirate Giamatti. Now he may have picked up some tips and tricks around.
Was he brought up by the pirate though?
Yeah, because remember, the whole reason why he was found is because he sent a transmission on an old pirate carrier wave.
Thinking that his mom would catch it.
Thinking that his mom would catch it.
Yeah, but Paul Giamatti was in prison for years, so he couldn't have raised him.
No. Paul Giamatti escaped. Because remember, he says,
recently,
we escaped. Shame what happened to your mom after we escaped and broke her out.
He was probably got streetwise when he broke out.
So he was already, so Giamatti had already been out for a while. And it wasn't till Caleb got access to Discovery's comm system and was able to send that out that Giamatti was able to track him down. Hey, where did somebody dropped a message in an old voicemail box. Let's track it down. That would be the equivalent of, hey, somebody sent a page to my pager that's in my shoebox, track down, trace where it came from. Essentially, that's what he did.
When did it say Giamatti broke out?
We'll have to go back and research that because I think he did spend some time in prison and then he eventually broke out.
He did spend some time in prison, but he broke out, and then they broke out Caleb's mom because they say the kid never regrouped with them.
Caleb was always on his own.
You're right, but Caleb he picked up how to hack a comm badge, how to hack a Starfleet officer comm badge.
Somehow.
So, and his mom said, in the beginning, she's like, remember this, remember these numbers or whatever. That was the comm channel because when he gets to Starfleet, he's like, open the channel,
the code,
frequency, whatever. Here's the code. She was like, remember, this is our channel. That's a pirate channel.
Or this is our secret phrase.
Yeah, and remember, so I think what's going to happen is, I think Caleb's mom lied to him and that she really is a pirate. And she was just saying, we're not the bad guys. We're good guys. We're not the evil pirates.
She does seem like bad people.
I mean, tough times, but again, this kind of comes down to why did the burn affect your ability for replicators?
Well,
why do you need to steal food if there's replicators?
One of my initial problems is why Holly Hunter, Captain Nala, Ake, feels so guilty about separating them when his mom was involved in something that caused the death of a person. And I mean, there's just
a kid.
There's a price to pay for that.
So here's my theory behind that. Ties in what I just said, that the mom is really, let's say, a high-ranking pirate official or the leader of the pirates.
Yeah.
Throw back to the whole...
but Holly Hunter is just going through this guilt trip for separating them when...
Because...
You separated a criminal
10
and her
minutes
child.
after 10 minutes after Holly Hunter sentenced her mom to basically death in those times, she lost the kid. Which means she lost the leverage to control the pirate forces that the mom was really in control over. And that's what threw her off. And that's why the pirates possibly just went buck wild crazy. They may have been on the verge of coming to some agreement with Starfleet to stop harassing all these planets, but they lost that capability because Holly Hunter lost the kid. And now she has to live with that, like, oh man.
But Holly Hunter Holly Hunter is also telling the Admiral that she thought that it was a bad decision to separate them.
Probably.
But it's not a bad decision to separate someone involved in manslaughter with their child, because the person who commits manslaughter has to go to prison.
It was a joint crime, though. So she could have sent, and as we've seen it, just like Tom Paris, you're not sent to like a third world country prison camp. You're sent to a rehabilitation center where you could bring up a kid. It's just
but Tom Paris didn't commit manslaughter.
Even when you have manslaughter, look at Tom Paris. Look at the kids. I think they showed the kids that did from Wesley's little thing. They're not in a prison, like a prison cell. Like they're compare the prison system in Sweden. I want to say Sweden to the United States. You're in a cell in the United States, a bunk, 4 walls and roof and a window. Other places give you basically an apartment to rehabilitate you. They give you learning facilities. They provide you, if you have a child with you, the means to handle your child, to again rehabilitate you. Not a Kardashian prison or a Klingon prison, which is just a cell to hold you. Which, I mean, if you really just break it down and look at it, how is that going to rehabilitate someone? It's not. It's going to make.
Yeah, but if you're talking about post-burn, right?
The
whole universe is in shambles.
The whole universe isn't in shambles. You just can't travel at light speed.
But millions of people died that were on ships.
Oh, great. Oh, not great, but I get that. But it's a disaster. It happened. That's it. It happened. Don't travel and don't use dilithium anymore, and it won't happen again.
It only happened in Alpha Quadrant, didn't it?
Yeah.
So why would that affect how you treat a prisoner? That has nothing to do with how you treat a prisoner on a planet.
Well, you don't have the luxuries anymore.
What luxuries do you not have?
Like you can't put prisoners in nice apartments like you're saying to do.
Why?
Prisoners, if a prisoner commits manslaughter, they should go to prison. They should do what the Klingons do. What do they send them to? What's that frozen planet that the Klingons...
Gulag.
Why?
That's where they need to send them.
Why?
Because they committed manslaughter.
Okay, well, again, if you were already sending prisoners to rehabilitation centers prior to the burn, that was actually rehabilitating them, not just holding them till they die, like Norapente or a Klingon prison or anywhere else, why would the burn cause you to say, nope, we can't send you here anymore. We can't hold you. We gotta get rid of all these nice things that were actually helping you to be a citizen and repent and do whatever it is to make you a citizen of the Federation, so you don't commit these crimes anymore. Now we got to put you in a cell. We got to put you in a box, and now you don't get anything. Why would the burn affect that? It wouldn't.
Because a new generation of people take over, right? The burn killed all of those people, right?
Nope.
All the people that made those old decisions are gone. Nope. And now you got another generation of people that say, you know what, we're not going to fall into that trap.
How, again, the burn has absolutely nothing. And this, again, is a huge plot hole. And this is why we can't have nice things, is because of, and I'm going to say it, dumbass thinking of that. One has absolutely nothing to do with the other.
Well, because they never figured out what caused the burn. They weren't sure if it was an attack.
Absolutely nothing to do with how you treat a prisoner.
Yes, it does. Because if it was an attack, you got to prepare yourself and defend yourself.
What is your prison population? Your existing prison population has absolutely nothing to do with the cause of the burn.
Yeah, but you're saying, you know what? Put these prisoners that commit manslaughter in nice apartments and give them HBO Max, give them Paramount Plus, and give them replicators. No, if they committed manslaughter, they need to be sent to...
Hey, fuck it all then. Why don't you just kill them? Fuck it.
They should. That's what the Klingons would do.
There you go.
Maybe it was,
No,
maybe
no,
it was
If
the
you
second
the
coming.
Klingons would kill someone who committed manslaughter.
The Klingons put you on a planet to mine ore for their dilithium, which
which you would never leave.
Up. So now they don't have that. So the Klingons still give you a prison sentence.
The Cardassians would kill you.
So then just kill everybody.
If they commit manslaughter, maybe they should.
You're saying put them in a cell, work them to death, kill them. Why spend all the resources? Why build a cell? Why give them food? Why give them water? Why give them tools to do manual labor? Fuck it, just kill them. You ain't got to spend no kind of money at all except for the cost of one phaser and the cost.
I'm fine with that, actually. The Cardassians are fine with it. Many of the species in Star Trek are fine with that.
There you go.
But the Federation, chooses to put them in nice apartments and let them have replicators and let them have HBO Max.
Yep.
And that's the Federation's approach.
Paramount Plus with their
Paramount Plus and Netflix. Yes, that's the Federation approach. And someone after the burn said, "You know what? This approach is stupid."
Yeah, because you know why they said that? Oh, somebody asked me a question. I don't know an answer. Well, you're stupid. That's what that is. I don't know the answer. He's stupid. That's that answer.
But they were able to rebuild after that.
No, they weren't able to rebuild after that because they're too much of a pussy to find an alternative. They're too much of a pussy to send out
what's the alternative? Give everybody Paramount Plus?
At impulse speed, they're too much of a pussy to make a generational ship to still go explore at impulse speed.
All right, so what's your solution? How do you treat people who commit manslaughter?
Dude, it's not an issue of how you treat people who create manslaughter. What I'm saying is the general principle of you're telling me right now, and here's how this is why I'm saying this. If there was a natural disaster that happened right now again, let's say there's a massive winter storm like what is the day after tomorrow happens? Okay. Day after tomorrow happen, all the resources for everyone who's not in prison is restrained and life is hard. You know what? We're going to kill the entire prison population. That's how we're going to solve it. We're going to solve our problem by killing all the people who have absolutely nothing to do with this. That's how we're going to solve the problem.
Okay.
If you run a red light, we're now going to kill you.
Then what?
How is that solving your problem? You're putting the blame somewhere else. Because you're too much of a pussy to own up.
Why is that being a pussy? Have you been to other countries like?
I've been to Mexico.
Not Mexico. I'm talking about in Asia. Like, what's that country where if you shoplift, you get you basically death sentence?
That's India, where they chop your hand off.
Yeah.
Thailand, you get put in prison.
So are you saying that's too extreme?
You can't even walk with a simple J in your hand or in your pocket. One joint will get you 5 years in prison.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
That's, again, a prison sentence. And guess what? Those prisons are rehabilitation centers. It's more like a camp. You're not in a cell by yourself. You have villages or you have little camps, kind of like that movie Life, where you have a camp and it's a joint community. You're sent to prison for 5 years, but you're in a community for 5 years. You have other people. You have the ability to move around. You can't leave the property, but it's like a camp situation. It's not a prison where you're in a locked room the size of a small bathroom and you can't do anything. Because that's not
why should you be allowed to do anything? You committed manslaughter.
Again, I'm in disagreement with it. You think however you choose to with that. So basically, is there no punishment for committing manslaughter? Well, do you know what manslaughter is?
Yes, somebody dies because you're in the act of doing something. You don't mean to kill them, but they end up getting killed because of what you did.
Hold, please. The crime of killing a human being without malice forethought or otherwise in circumstance not amounting to murder.
Right. You didn't mean to kill them, but something you did caused them to die.
If you fail to control your vehicle after you blow a tire and you kill someone because you don't know how to control your tire in a skid, that's manslaughter, and someone dies. That's manslaughter.
Okay.
It's a complete accident. It was no.
But manslaughter would only apply if you were speeding, if you were drunk.
No. That's different. That's different.
No, it's not. Look, you have to do case research. You can't just read.
Killing a human
you haven't done any research on that. If you did research, you would know that manslaughter would only apply if you were in the act of committing another crime.
That's again, I'm looking at the definition of it.
No, I know, but you have to look at actual cases. You have to look at precedents.
No, you're wanting me to.
I'm just saying you have to do some thought.
You're wanting me to do.
You have to use your brain. You can't just blindly say things just because you're reading it off of Google.
I'm reading it from the Oxford Dictionary of what manslaughter means.
Right. So look up case law in the United States, and then you can kind of see.
Because you're adding in human interjection to what.
Because I'm just telling you how it applies in reality.
Manslaughter. That's why
you're using a definition that's based on very casual, meaning.
I'm not. I'm.
All right.
That's what it is.
So
it's not.
What I'm saying is this.
So regardless,
it's not a check A box or check B box. Everything is. There's too many variables involved.
Perspective is what it is.
But nonetheless, you're saying just put these people in an apartment and give them nice things.
No, I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying limit them, but rehabilitate them. What is incarcerating someone going to do versus rehabilitating? And I say this is very Star Trek-ish because these are some of the things that for those that are watching that are like, oh, these two motherfuckers just going off on each other. This is a very Star Trek thing. What is incarcerating somebody going to do to make it better for them and society versus rehabilitating?
Maybe nothing. Just keep them incarcerated then.
Then why are you keeping them incarcerated? And why don't you just kill them?
Because you're trying to deter people and say, you know what? You're going to spend 20 years in jail if you commit manslaughter.
Or you could just say, we're going to put a bullet in your head, which is more effective.
That's what the Cardassians would do, and I'm fine with either way.
But you're okay with the Starfleet doing that then?
I'm fine with Starfleet doing it.
Well, guess what? Starfleet does do that, but they don't call themselves Starfleet. They call themselves the Terran Empire.
Or Section 31. Section 31.
Not in this universe.
Unfortunately. But yeah. So the fact that a mother gets separated from their child, I mean, the mother committed crime. So I don't feel sorry for the mother getting separated from the child because she committed crime. I feel bad for the child, but the mother brought this on herself.
But
that's
see,
all
here's
I'm
the
saying.
Thing with that also is I think Holly Hunter's character said your mother didn't, even though your mother did not know this was going on her behalf, because someone got killed in the commission of the crime, she has to take part of the blame for it. Because I don't think the mother actually did the crime, but the crime was being done for her.
She was just part of a crew, probably. Yeah.
No, what I'm saying is they literally said your mom didn't actually do the crime, but because it was done on her part. So, in other words, if you hire me to rob a bank, even though you didn't rob the bank, you have to take partial blame.
I mean, that happens. Yeah. I mean, if you hire somebody, then you're part of the conspiracy of the whole thing.
The accomplice.
Right. But if you are an accomplice to rob a bank and they don't kill anyone, even if they get caught, you're not at fault for robbing the bank. You didn't do anything. Now, if they rob the bank, if you hire them to rob the bank and they kill someone, now you're on the hook.
You're still an accomplice.
You're essentially killing someone through proxy.
Even if you don't kill anybody, you're still an accomplice.
If they can prove it.
Exactly.
But yeah, Starfleet wouldn't put a bullet in anybody's head for committing a crime. Because that's, like Karen says, that's not the Starfleet way. That's the Cardassian way, or, other species do that, but not Starfleet.
Karen McLeod of Clem Cloud says they aren't on a Federation world. It was not on the maps.
I love that.
No replicators on the planet. Federation only got involved because it was on an officer that was killed.
Yeah.
Well, Starfleet got involved prior to that because obviously Starfleet was transporting food. So why wouldn't Starfleet just transport replicators, not just food? That is my question. Why would they give first aid or Red Cross?
Maybe it was a prime directive thing.
Really? That did lead me to another question. Thank you for reminding me. Does a prime directive still affect? Is the primary direct? Oh my God. Is the prime directive still in effect if no one can go at warp speed? Because you're not supposed to interact with anyone pre-warp travel. Now no one can go warp travel. That's why I was saying before.
So the prime directive would basically be obsolete after the burn.
Why would the burn affect exploration? Because pre-warp travel people are still exploring.
Well, I know that when I was doing research on the Omega particle, and that Omega particle exploded when the Starfleet scientists were doing that research, that whole sector could not have warp travel anymore. And it takes months to get to that planet like Lantera 6 or something. Trekbot says, only if you visit Talos 4. The only death penalty left on the books. Oh, that's right. Starfleet did have a death penalty. If you go to Talos 4, where Pike was what were they called? The Tellurians or the
Tholians?
The Tholians?
That sounds like
Talos.
So my question is this: how many other people went to Talos 4?
Nobody.
How many people got put to death because they went there and got caught?
It's a good question. All right. We're gonna do a quick 1 through 10 on the first. Do you want to do the episode separately or just 1 and 2 combined and give it a score?
Separately.
Okay. Episode 1, PVG is going to give it a score.
I would give it a 8. I give it an 8.
What about episode 2?
2? 8. What are you laughing at?
Because I knew you were going to say 8 for both of them. But I can't say it beforehand because then you won't do it.
Go ahead.
I literally
how'd you know that?
In my head. Like I wanted to post to the chat. Like
I'm giving it a benefit of the doubt. This is only 2 episodes. You know?
Okay.
Benefit of what doubt?
Benefit of the doubt if it's going to be a hit or not.
Yeah, but whether it's a hit or not, what do you think it is?
Probably not.
Well, that's what we're asking you. What's your score? Not the whether it's going to be a hit or not score.
For these two episodes, I give it an 8.
You're sticking with 8.
Yeah, it can't get any. I just don't see it getting any better.
Okay,
you know,
so here's
with
the
the
contradiction that you're kind of.
No, I mean with the captain of the, I can't even remember her name. She's sitting like, you know, with no respect to the chair, and you got the Klingon. It talks like Worf, and he's wearing a kilt. And
he hasn't worn a kilt yet. You don't know the context of the kilt wearing.
Yeah, I know. I can just imagine.
All right, so let me ask you this.
Are you imagining it now?
Do you think this show is going to do well? Well, let me back up. Let me take back that question.
Do you think it's going to get better?
No, I'm not even going to ask you that question. Are you going to like this show overall? You, as a person watching it?
Probably not.
Okay, if you don't think you're going to...
Well, you just gave it an 8.
Then if you don't think it's going to be good and you're not going to like it, how are you giving it an 8?
Of course, these first 2 episodes are going to be, hey, let's pay these writers $1,000, you know, and then
$1,000.
No, I mean whatever the going rate is. Let's give them prime money and let's get a good show. Get these good writers in for the first 2 episodes, you know, to hook these fish, you know, and then see what goes from there.
With the horse head guy.
You know, yeah,
Mr. Ed there.
You got a horse head.
Let's
guy.
get Mr. Ed in there. Hook these
you got
guys.
Horse head, and you got that Mickey Mouse gal there.
That's Monchichi.
Monchichi.
Don't forget Big Mouth. She got a big mouth. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm starting to like those lips though.
Dude, you got a weird obsession. I still don't understand how BBG's giving something that he's not gonna like at 8.
I'm not holding my breath. You know, it's just
okay.
You know it is 1 through 10.
I know.
Actually, we can go 0 through 10.
If anything,
We're not going 7 through 10. We're going 0 through 10. So what's your score? 8?
8 right now for these 2 episodes.
All right, let me get my score quick because mine will be quick. I'm going to go 5 on episode 1 because it's just some of the stuff is not believable. It's not scientifically like sound enough. Too much fantasy in there. Episode 2, though, I did like better because, you know, because there was less science fiction in it. It was more about just convincing the Betazoids to. I mean, it was a lot of like fairy tale Disney princess stuff. But I'll still go 6.5 on episode 2. So I'm going 5.1 on episode 1. 6.5.
We're doing this point thing again.
Gotta go point. Can't be a rookie.
All right.
Yeah, let's get analytical about it.
I'm going. All right, fine. I'm going 5.8 on episode 1. 7, very similar. Actually, I take that back. I'm going 5. You lost those 0.7 points because I remembered the theme song sucked and there was some other technical thing.
And they let the damn guy go away. They could have tractor beamed his ass, or
That
just
was already,
they
that
could
was
have
already
just
it. And I'm just
locked on and take them out.
I'm assuming maybe something was damaged in the initial thing that they didn't want to be technical, and maybe they'll release a behind the scenes DVD drafter. I don't know.
They used all their quantums.
I don't know. No, it can't be that because they destroyed the ship.
Right.
So 4.9 for episode 1.
4.9. I like that.
7.2 for episode 2. I lost a lot of the sci-fi stuff because as I was watching, I was literally like taking notes. I was having to pause, and I found myself not having to do that as much in episode 2. And like you said, it was a lot more grounded, not a whole bunch of sci-fi stuff involved. There were a couple little things here and there, but it was more OC, Saved by the Bell, 90210.
Bros making beds.
Yeah, that whole thing.
But let me ask you this though: when it comes to points, adding or subtracting, the EMH doing opera.
Oh my God!
Does that reduce your score?
Personal wise, it reduces it. Professional wise, analyzing it, it adds to it because that is literally an Easter egg to Voyager, which this episode was heavily laden with. A lot of the EMH Easter eggs. There was also they got a higher score because it had multiple nods to Prodigy. They mentioned the Protostar, which then dropped episode 1's points down a bit more, not knowing about programmable matter and a bunch of other things. Because if you had the Protostar there, then you already know about faster than light travel and a bunch of other shit. But if you have the kids from Protostar there, and you have the Protostar, and you have the species there, that Rock Talk, I think is from, then there should be a Janeway command hologram.
Right.
Because that was in Prodigy as well.
Yeah, there was a Janeway hologram in Prodigy.
Right. As well as a Doctor. So waiting to see if that happens, but there's kind of a nod to it that kind of nods to whether or not Kate Mulgrew will make a throwback.
You're yawning. You're trying to hide a yawn. We wrapping soon because I know
the
you're
Klingon
sleepy.
definitely is. I'm gonna kind of flesh this out a little bit more. I'm getting a lot of Wizard of Oz kind of vibes from this.
Yeah.
I hear you.
So I'm waiting to see how that's going to be.
Yeah, Klingon is Scarecrow for sure.
You think so? You think it's not the Cowardly Lion?
No, you're right. Because Scarecrow was kind of brave. Cowardly Lion was, so Klingon is Cowardly Lion. So who would be Scarecrow?
That was the thing. Scarecrow and Tin Man are Tin Man, I think, is Fish Face.
And obviously Lion is going to be Caleb.
I don't know if that's going to be the Lion. I mean, who had to find the heart?
Scarecrow. No, wait. Was it Scarecrow? I don't know. I ain't seen that show in like 20 years.
Yeah. So, I don't know if he's going to be in there. Obviously, Monchichi is Toto. That's definitely Toto.
Big E in the chat. What up, Big E?
Yep, check it out.
Technically,
I would say
Trek.
merch and link, but I don't know if the
technically
merch is
Trek
come out
merch.
Yet. But I don't know who the Wicked Witch of the West and all of them is going to be, but
just go search for Technically Trek on T Public if you're trying to get some of that merch. Cop that merch, as the kids say.
I'm waiting to find out. I am optimistic. I am optimistically open to this show. Again, I kind of have to be because.
Oh, hold on. Pull up that can to show Big E. The can of Twisted Tea, Long Island Iced Tea Edition. I don't know if you've seen this, Big E, but Twisted Tea got some new flavors. And this is Long Island Iced Tea. It's extreme, 8%.
8%.
Now, does it taste like a Long Island or does it taste like tea?
It tastes like a Long Island, yeah.
I'll try that if it tastes like a Long Island. But the last Twisted Tea I got
8%.
tasted like tea, and I'm not a big fan of tea.
Get you that. Couple of these.
I'm good.
Oh, man.
Get yourself canceled, drink some cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say something stupid.
Retard.
talk about a lady boy or something.
That's all PBG right there.
No.
It is PBG actually. That's why he's here.
Why he's dropping R bombs already.
All right.
I'm openly optimistic that the show's gonna either maintain where it's at
or get better.
Well,
I think it's got to get better because there's still some things that we know are going to happen, like more of the Discovery crew. I honestly don't like Jet. Is that her name? Tig Nogara?
Yeah.
I don't like her character. Jet Reno. I don't like her being an instructor. She doesn't seem to be a good instructor. I don't like how she's interacting with the kids.
She's not meant to be a good instructor.
Yeah.
She's an
not
engineer.
Good.
She don't give a fuck.
Right. I don't think she's a good choice to be at the Academy.
I think she's an excellent choice to be at the Academy.
No, they need Tilly in there. I think Tilly would be the better choice.
No, Tilly don't know shit.
She does.
Tig
she
saved people's lives, stayed on a asteroid that was headed towards what, black hole?
Yeah, but she's not no. I know she's smart. She's a good engineer.
But that's what
she's
need.
Not.
She was saving her ass.
But you got to be able to teach.
She is teaching. She's teaching just like Pelia taught Scotty. Look, sometimes you just got to do it.
No, that's one thing. Hands-on is one thing, but Academy is different. Academy's not hands-on.
No. See, this is where we're going to argue because Pelia and Tig are basically the Kirks of this era. And this is literally the exact same reason why Pike said, Kirk, you need to join up. We need the cowboy in the seat. We don't need the West Point cadet who goes by the book. We need a cowboy.
Wait, which Kirk are you talking about? Kelvin Kirk?
Because you got to burn. Oh my God, the burn.
Are you talking about Kelvin Kirk or
Loose
Shat?
cannon.
Or
Loose
the
cannon
Shat?
Kirk.
No, Kirk.
The Shat?
No.
Or Kelvin?
Either
Which Kirk are you talking about?
I'm talking. All right, I'm going to go with Kelvin Kirk. Pike tells him, this is what we need. We need more people like this with this thought process. How you think, get her done.
No, that's fine.
And that's what Pelia is. And Pelia teaches Scotty, and that is what Tig does. Look, this is what you need to. This is how you need to think, because you're going to have seconds to look at a problem most of the time when you're on the front lines, and in this time of coming out.
So
of the
where
burn.
do you rank Pelia and Jet versus like a LaForge? Better? You putting them above LaForge? You putting them above a Data?
I'm putting
Above Scotty?
Rank these five engineers.
Yes, I'm putting Jet above LaForge.
Oh, you just lost credibility.
How? Because Jet's in the century where LaForge doesn't exist anymore. So everything LaForge did, she already knows because there's books on him. Aha.
No. Not at the time though. At the time, she's from the era before LaForge.
You didn't say pre-time travel.
No, but I'm talking about even now even now that she's come to the 31st century, she hasn't spent enough time in the 31st century to know everything LaForge knew.
We don't know the time frame, the time difference between the Discovery retrofit and
you know what? I didn't like LaForge in the first couple seasons of TNG. I think he was a bully. He was not a nice guy.
We barely know when LaForge got married and popped out kids. He could have hired him. We don't know.
LaForge was mean to Data when Data got his finger stuck in the finger trap.
I'm saying. This is why. So what I'm saying is LaForge was not a.
He said, "My hero."
Attack the problem. LaForge was not a attack the problem aggressively person. He was a let's sit back. Otherwise, why is every other week your Enterprise on the verge of destruction?
All right.
Because you got a coolant leak.
All right. So we drop. LaForge gets dropped. LaForge gets dropped a few notches.
I think Scotty's better than Tig.
Scotty was on the same mindset of Tig.
Yeah. I take that back. Yeah.
What about Data, though? Where would you put Data in that mix?
Data's not an engineer. No. He's totally different.
Yeah, but he could be an engineer if he wanted. He's
not an engineer. He is not.
He doesn't.
Data can solve any problem.
He doesn't think outside the box.
He's not aggressive either.
He's stupid. Yeah. He's stupid smart.
You guys are losing credibility as we speak.
No, you are by putting Data in the engineering battle. That is just dumb.
Scotty put himself in a transporter buffer and lived.
Exactly, saved himself.
Yeah, outside the box.
He didn't.
Data couldn't figure out how to do that, and he's an android.
Yeah, he's stupid.
Dumb motherfucker.
He just put himself in a cloud.
All right. So are you putting Pelia above Jet? Or Jet above Pelia? Because you obviously got those two at your top tier. No, I think Jet's got to be above then, because Pelia's not in the 31st century. So Jet would have some additional knowledge. What about, who's the other guy? Stamets. Mycelial network guy. Where do you put him? Is he up there? You frozen?
No, I'm back. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Stamets over Jet or Jet over Stamets?
Dude. I don't like Stamets, so Jet.
You don't like him? Why? Because he's gay?
I don't like his character.
Oh my!
Because he's always
I
kissing.
straight up, I don't like his character. I don't like his character model. I kind of don't really even like the character, the actor. Like, I've never seen him in a role where it
was always like a
believable
chore for
role.
him.
Yeah, so
Someone's at my front door. My ring detector just picked up someone
Probably
at my front door.
One of your muskrat or
No. It only
raccoon?
detects people. It says someone, not something. All right. Well, I probably go check that out.
probably the Amazon guy.
All right. I like Jet as an engineer. I'm still not sure about her qualifications as an instructor. Maybe as a one-on-one, I would get on the job, but as a Starfleet instructor, we'll have to wait and see. I don't think she's right as a Starfleet instructor. I don't think she handled the whole Caleb kind of outburst like she should have. I don't know. I don't like the way she handled him being disrespectful.
Why? Throwing it in his face?
You know, like name the girl what's the name of the girl who swallowed a comm badge? And then she said something about, oh, everybody needs to,
Oh, I think that was awesome. Because
because she's like, it's all about knowing everybody. That's what makes you a good Starfleet officer.
It is. It definitely. See, you are the Jellicoe. You're coming
That's
at
right.
this at an angle of Jellicoe.
I am the Jellicoe, and guess what? Jellicoe's an admiral now.
Well, so was LaForge.
Is he though?
So was Harry Kim.
Yeah. Okay.
So I think yes, you need to put a student in check.
LaForge is a Commodore, which is above a captain.
Regardless, knowing your people's names definitely is one of those command things. You need to know people's name, and instills trust amongst the lower people that you at least give somewhat of a shit about them.
I 100%
Because
agree.
none of these people are getting paid to do this job, so why should they listen to you?
When you're teaching an engineering class, worrying about people knowing each other shouldn't be your concern.
Did you say it had anything
People
to do with
need to
being
be
an
learning
engineer
about
or being
engineering.
an officer?
I think it would help.
Jet is teaching an engineering class.
But
Why is she worried whether everybody knows each other's name?
Did she say this is crucial to be an engineer or to be an officer? See, you weren't paying attention in class.
No, this isn't officer class. This is engineering class.
Sit down, shut the fuck up.
She needs to be teaching engineering.
Sit down, shut the fuck up. That's what she said.
She was saying.
She said, Caleb, hey, Caleb.
But guess what? Are you?
Guess what? Caleb took over the class because she was not an adequate instructor. Caleb took over the class.
Caleb didn't take over shit.
Caleb disrupted her class and took over because she's not a qualified instructor. Caleb took over. He said, you know what? I don't care about what you're teaching me. Caleb said, you cannot teach me a thing. And he's probably right, because guess what? Jet Reno could not figure out how to get rid of the programmable matter. He could.
Prove it.
Jet Reno failed. I thought she was good. She could not get rid of the programmable matter. Why didn't she get rid of the programmable matter?
She gave a solution.
Well, I'm listening.
She gave a solution.
No, she didn't. She had no solution. Guess who solved it?
Was faster.
Caleb
already knew the code.
Caleb's was better. She gave no solution. No, it wasn't. Her solution didn't work. Her solution was going to take weeks. She even said, my solution will take weeks.
Exactly.
Well, Caleb's solution took minutes. Where are you going?
Faster.
God damn, dude. You just went.
Hey,
Shit, man.
Hey,
man. Go call up Horse Dude and borrow his bladder or something. Shit.
No, because they're not cold enough for me yet. Because I just got those new Twisted Teas.
Karen McLeod of the Clam Cloud says yelling doesn't make you right. Although I think she was talking about me.
No,
But
she's
Tig
probably talking
still
about me
said-
because my microphone's louder.
But Tig did say, Caleb, sit down, shut the fuck up. Caleb, sit down, shut the fuck up.
She did say that.
I think that, so here's the reason why I think Jet is a great teacher. Now, mind you, we still don't know if they're the permanent teacher or if they're doing it based on tracks. Like, okay, for the next 6 weeks or whatever, you have engineering and we have guest engineer Jet Reno here. And then next week you could have Pelia there.
That
and then
could
the
be.
week after that, you have
Well, no, Pelia.
Pelia.
If Pelia's still alive, I guess.
I mean, but whatever. You could have holographic ones or other engineers there. They're here for 6 weeks because we don't know if the ship is going to go out on a student cruise, basically, or if they're going to stay in the orbit of the planet or in that star system where they're always going to be landing back at San Francisco. So we
I
don't
will
know.
say this: Jet
Because-
is a better instructor than Nalia is a choice for Chancellor. Because I
agree.
think
I don't like
Nalia is a
Nalia as
terrible Chancellor. Jet's a qualified engineer, obviously very knowledgeable, but Nalia, I don't see her
Thanks for stopping in,
qualifications.
Chief Scott.
Chief Scott, see you out at the storage. Yeah, I don't see how Nalia is a qualified chancellor. I mean, I can see how Tig would be an instructor because maybe after the burn, right? They got like they're low on instructors, or maybe Tig. Well, the Discovery's getting a refit.
But here's
mean-
the thing, though. You kind of brought up earlier. Usually, Starfleet Academy is the cream of the crop, and they
Is it
don't have
cold?
the best picks. So, that being the case, maybe it's the same thing applies to their instructors. Maybe they don't have the best pick of the available instructors. Or those instructors are like, look, man, we got thrown 900 years into the future. Now that we're out of danger and the immediate thing is done, I'd like to go settle down and have a family because my descendants are, I don't know what descendants I have. You know, you have an entire starship of people that are thrown 900 years into the future.
I would be looking. That was one thing that puzzled me.
Exactly.
Like, why aren't the Discovery crew looking for their descendants?
Exactly. That's my big thing. So it's like maybe a lot of those people are like, and maybe Tig's like, yeah, I was the only child. That's it. My parents died before I even got on Discovery, so I know I don't have any. I got nothing else to do other than live my life. Whereas other people had brothers and sisters, whatever. Maybe all those other people from Discovery are out doing that, and maybe all the other people that are in Starfleet are like, oh, now we can use dilithium. I left family on this planet. I need to go check on that. Maybe they put family first. And that's why you're only left with the Holly Hunters that are left in here. Otherwise, where's Jack's Picard's Jack Picard's descendants, or any of the other ones from Picard.
You would think it would be all in a database or something.
Well, I got to thinking this when they
What if
said
they're
that
spending this time synchronizing their databases because they were separated by light years?
when they mentioned that Discovery is getting a refit, I was curious why Jet wasn't there helping out with the refit.
I had that question too, but then I realized, what if the refit? Maybe that's why she's an instructor, is because the refit is happening near Earth.
Could be.
Because you have Starbase 1 there and something else.
The big question. The big
Mars,
question.
thing is there.
The big question was where did they board the Athena? Like what planet or where were they at when all the students got on the Athena, and then they headed to Earth, right? But where did they all board? Like no one is sure where that all took place.
I think
the theory is Bajor.
I think it was a long, slow trip from Bajor, and it was acting like the yellow bus. Those came along, picking up kids along the way.
Yeah.
Because they had to pick up Holly Hunter, which was at Bajor. And I think that's where it started. And then they were just picking up kids along the way that had shown interest in wanting to join Starfleet. But also, here's the other thing. Are all of these kids first-year students? Everyone. Because it looks like there's some students that this is like their second year or third year.
No, they would have to all be first year because Starfleet Academy was shut down until this year. Unless they jumped over from War College.
Yeah, that's what that's the thing. Karen McLeod of Clam McLeod says, I assume it was from the planet in Discovery
there can be only one.
Or that had all the Federation meetings.
Yeah, because I don't know. So the Admiral went to Bajor to go get Holly Hunter. Then they went to that other planet, Tothor, or whatever it was, to go get Caleb out of prison.
Right.
But then when they're on the Athena, then you hear one of her officers say, you know, we've transported all your stuff from Bajor. So it makes it sound like they're at Bajor, but
right.
They would have had to go somewhere else to get Caleb because I'm guessing he was somewhere far away. But then when they're on the Athena, she says, all this has happened in 24 hours. I never thought I would be the chancellor of the academy in 24 hours. And that's when they're already in San Francisco. So I don't know. The timeline is kind of puzzling.
How many planets were... So here's a couple of things with that. One, how many planets are there in range of Bajor? There's got to be a few because Bajor's in... So one, why was there no mention or visual or reference to DS9? Because DS9 is right there near Bajor as well. But
Yep.
they would always go down to Bajor.
Yeah.
And there's got to be other planets around there because you had Bajor and Cardassia. So I'm assuming that one of the planets, Tajar or whatever, is in that system somewhere, fairly close, where they could just send over shuttlecrafts or runabouts. But if you went to Bajor, how are you going to go all the way to Bajor and not show DS9?
That to me was a missed opportunity. Because, man, that would have brought back so many warm, fuzzy feelings for people. To see Tarek Nor or see that wormhole pop open.
Yes.
I mean, what if they say the wormhole hasn't popped open since Cisco disappeared?
Or see how DS9 evolved.
Yeah. So I think I hope that they answer these questions, and I do hope that we get back to Bajor, because I know a lot of people have a soft spot for Bajor.
I was going to say something else, but I forgot what it was. I'm dealing with a light issue right now.
You know, I was thinking about something else when it came with the burn. You have very powerful beings in the universe, like the Metrons, the Organians,
The Q.
the Q. Would they allow the burn?
Yes.
Would they allow millions of people to die
Yes.
in a single instant?
Yes.
Did they know what was
Absolutely, yes.
happening?
But would Q have let Picard die?
Yes.
I don't think Q would have let Picard die.
Q.
Q.
I think he would have.
I think the Q had pets, and they would have protected their pets.
Karen McLeod of Comcount says you can open
There can
a
be
scroll
only
before
one.
naming a chancellor.
We need to get those buttons. There can be only one.
Just for you, Carol.
I think based on the fact that Tilly's only going to make a short appearance in here, and you've got the Saru people. I saw one of those people, Kelpians, walking, doing the George Jefferson walk. No, they swing their arms behind them.
Yeah, big swings.
So
all behind their ass.
Their feet.
Like, all the swinging happens behind the ass.
I think
it's like they're waving off farts.
It is a track program where you have students there or teachers there for individual sections of a class, short periods, and then they leave.
Do you have to work tomorrow?
No.
Oh, you having a barbecue?
Hey, you should probably watch that new show, Starfleet Academy.
You should
tomorrow.
Watch it.
Then
is that new
with sound? This time, turn the sound up.
Turn the sound on.
You know, I'm just not as analytical as you guys. I mean, I watched Knight Rider. I've got a replica, a kit. I love Batman. I cosplay as Batman.
You know what? He now has a replica of the meth trailer from Breaking Bad.
No. It was from what the hell is it?
He just bought an RV.
I bought an RV. And it was, what was the name of that movie with Bill Murray? Stripes.
Oh, good point, Karen. Higher beings didn't interfere.
Yep. Didn't interfere with Wolf 359, the Robin War.
Yeah, but we're talking millions.
Anisha, Dominion War. They didn't stop any of that. So yeah.
Hey, but the
you're probably learning.
The prophets did. They stopped that big invasion from the Gamma Quadrant. Remember how they just
on the TOS
got rid of all the Dominion fleet?
Oh,
that were trying to travel through the wormhole. So every now and then, higher powers do get involved. But I guess that's because Cisco was at risk and he begged them.
And Cisco is of their own invention.
Right. But that's what I'm saying. If one of the pets or something of a higher power was at risk of being in the burn, would they have intervened? And we'll probably never know because they might have intervened and we wouldn't know.
This is true.
All right. The Organian, yes. I mean, well, the Organian Treaty was to stop the Federation and the Klingons, right? That's when they were about to fight and they disabled all their weapons. I mean, the Organians were powerful. And then what about Kevin the Dowd who destroyed the Hoosnicks?
I don't remember that dude.
He's the one that him and his wife lived on that planet. They were old.
Oh,
and then when his wife got killed,
maybe because they call him Kevin, that it never sticks in my head.
Kevin the Dowd.
Yeah, I never remember it. I'm like, I don't know.
He said, in a moment of rage, I killed the entire species.
Right. I don't know. But if it doesn't get better, like I said, I'm either going to start watching The Expanse again and start it from start to finish, or I'll watch the Orville again. Because the Orville is very
Orville's supposed to have a new season coming out.
I have not heard anything about that, and I'm not going to jump into it.
You know what there's going to be a reboot of, I heard? Greatest American Hero.
Yes, I saw that, and I don't know how you're going to do that.
I don't know how they're going to put a 2026 spin on that. Because that was perfect for the 80s. I don't know how it's going to work out in the 2020s.
That would be like them doing a remake of Splash.
Or like Starsky and Hutch in the 2026.
Well, they did Starsky and Hutch.
I guess they did.
Huh? The movie, yeah.
But I think the A-Team did way better. I don't know how you're going to do that.
I like that new A-Team.
How about the $6 million man? It would be the $6 billion man.
$6 million man is nothing now.
They've already done the remake of that. The Bionic Woman.
No.
Why? Because it's a woman?
No, they were supposed to make the $6 billion man with Mark Wahlberg.
What up, Infinity in the chat?
Hold on.
Hola, cerveza, el baño, cabaño.
Mark Wahlberg did. What was the one that Cisco was in? The character, the actor, with the man called Hawk.
Oh,
The TV
he was
show
in a
he
reboot.
did. Yeah, so it's not the Rockford Files. So back in the 70s, 80s, there was a show that Brooks Avery was on that led to a spinoff called A Man Called Hawk.
Oh,
That show was redone with Mark Wahlberg.
I can't think of the name of it. It wasn't Shaft, was it?
No.
Okay. Was it B.J. McKay and his best friend Bear?
No.
God damn. PJ.
Spencer for Hire.
Oh, that's right. Spencer for Hire was the original, and then they spun off to A Man Called
Right.
Hawk.
So they did a spinoff. They did a
What's
remake
wrong with
of
B.J.
Spencer for
McKay?
Hire.
Oh, Highlander knows all about Spencer.
There's supposed to be a new Highlander coming out as well.
I wouldn't be angry about that. There can be only one.
But
As
it
Karen
will
McLeod
have,
of the Clan McLeod would know.
It's going to have Henry Cavill, I believe.
Okay. Superman. I mean, he is Superman. There's no two ways
He's
about it.
stereotype, yeah. He's Superman.
So yeah,
dude-
I mean,
His Govial angle, the Gonial angle. Oh, sorry. Oh, her name, Connor McLeod is her son. Can you
Connor
believe
McLeod
that?
of the
Wow.
Clan McLeod.
Oh, hey, HBS.
What's up, Brad? That is Happy Bastard Studios. Yes. Karen McLeod of the Clan McLeod now has a Connor McLeod of the Clan McLeod.
That's official from the Highlands.
Right.
There can be only one.
Happy Bastard Studios. Is that from your other podcast?
No. That's their crew with the. They got a gaming. They got a gaming network going on Twitch.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Oh, the Bears
The
lost.
Bears lost. Oh, so sad. So sad.
Oh, now they're going to start packing up and heading to Gary, Indiana. The Bears.
So did they ever post the time that the new episodes are going to be dropping?
No.
Or is it just
I'm
the
guessing
day?
it'll still be like the
Thursdays?
midnight thing again, like midnight Eastern. I don't think they'll be on YouTube anymore because now they got to
No.
get people onto Paramount.
I like that they put it out there, but that's kind of a sign of like that to me seemed a little desperate.
Desperation.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I did watch the first episode on YouTube because it wasn't it showed up for me on YouTube first. And then by the time I finished watching the first episode, then the second episode plus.
Did it have commercials?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I don't have commercials though because I have YouTube Premium.
Oh, you fancy like that.
Yeah. Well, we're looking at our expenses right now because we're living a little too fancy. The $23 a month for YouTube Premium for no
Damn.
ads.
Would definitely not be rocking that.
But it does span our entire family, so we can, like none of
don't
us have to
think-
deal with ads. But that could be a bad thing to teach my kids that there's no ads. When
I don't know.
they go out into the real world, there's going to be ads.
I just canceled Peacock. Nobody's watching it.
What? What about,
There's some new
Office-
shows coming out on
what
Peacock.
about
Nobody's
1862,
watching it. Yeah, nobody's watching it.
1823,
Nobody's
1912?
1742.
1776. Nobody.
Hold on. There's supposed to be a new premieres that are coming out on Peacock. You got the ponies.
Oh, it's Paramount.
Nobody's
Well,
watching
they're all on Paramount. They're all on Paramount except for actually the original Yellowstone is on Peacock, I think.
It is. It is.
Brilliant Minds is on Peacock. Yeah.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
You got Z Nation on Peacock.
Now there's some good stuff on Peacock, and every now and then they'll have some good movies. that goes straight to Peacock.
you can see this is one of those defining moments. Like I was talking about with COVID, Peacock was one of those defining moments. This Peacock was probably one of the first ones that was a major brand that was like, you know what? We're stronger together. We're going to give you a free account to watch our shows. And it wasn't until 3 years later that they're like, all right, no more freeness, no more, it was free, then with ads, and then free with a little bit more ads, and then free with a whole lot of ads, and then now this shit ain't free no more.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's funny is I was reading an old article about Discovery. When Discovery came out, it was on CBS All Access.
Yes.
Because Paramount Plus didn't even exist back then. It was called, it was CBS All Access, and then eventually that became Paramount Plus.
I mean, that's the same thing with Yellowstone.
Yeah.
You couldn't watch Yellowstone unless you had Yellowstone as a channel through your cable provider. That was the only way you could watch it originally when it really started dropping, and then it got moved to CBS All Access. Like Brad said, that everybody switched, cut the cord to save money, but now I think people are spending way more money.
Oh yeah, big time.
They are,
because you got to add up every service, and everything adds up to way more than what you might have been complaining about paying $120 a month for cable. Man, add up what you pay now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, and on top of the fact that now, so it is a lot more expensive when you cut the cord. I was cutting the cord way before COVID. When you cut the cord and you just go with the free services, you are saving a whole lot of money. But it's when you get to I want the ad-free version of Netflix. I want the ad-free version of YouTube. I want the ad-free. Mm-hmm. That's when things start adding up. And then you add into the fact that these companies don't just stay together. I'm like, all right, you do your thing over there, we'll do our thing over here. And now you're merging and your IPs are getting mixed up, where before you could just get HBO Max was included with your HBO TV subscription. Now it's not, and it's completely separate. Now you got to pay this over here. Oh, but this show, Doctor Who, got moved. Now you got to go get the Orchard or the Acorn, which is a BBC one, because you can't watch your show over here anymore.
Hello, Harry Potter. MI5.
It was.
And then you forget about them. You forget about the subscriptions.
Yeah. Shit's all buried.
Like right now, right now, I literally I was looking at my bank account for something, and I was like, shit. I pulled a big E. I forgot to cancel this shit. I got to go in and I need to cancel my Crunchyroll because the anime that I was watching is over and it's not going to be back out. They don't know when it's going to come back out, and I don't use it to watch anything else with. It's like I need to cancel it. And like back in the day when Game of Thrones was on, I luckily had access to, I worked for a cable company. I got access. And then when I stopped, I was like, all right, I got to pay for Game of Thrones for 5 months, $4.99. And then when it's over, I got to remind myself to cancel it, because then you're paying for something you're not even using. So
it all adds up. And like, we're going through all that now to make sure that we're not paying for things that we've forgotten about. We have multiple Roblox subscriptions we pay for because both of my kids we had Roblox subscriptions for, and one of my kids is 17 and she ain't played Roblox in like 3 years. And so that's been years of subscription that we could have canceled.
Right.
But we just forget about it.
Oh, that shit adds up.
Because it's like $6 a month, but that falls under the radar because it's like, it's like one of those amounts where it's like you don't really pay attention to anything. Mm-hmm. Well, if it's under $20 a month, we ain't paying attention to it, or $10 a month, or whatever it is. But
then when you realize, oh, that $10 a month times 12 months times 3 years,
that's $180 that just went down the toilet because, she ain't used Roblox in years.
Yeah, there's I need to. And every day I think about it is when I get these Rocket Money ads that come up. do you know how much you're still paying for subscriptions?
That's actually not a bad service. I used that for a while. The only, I mean, I don't know if it's a downside really, but you do have to plug in all your bank accounts. Like, then what they do is they look at all your statements, and then they look at all the recurring payments. And what they try to do to make money though is they offer to cancel it for you. And I'm like, but the amount they want to charge you to cancel it is like the amount of like 1 month's subscription. So I'm like, well, I'll just cancel it myself.
Right.
Like, why am I going to pay you $18 to cancel like something that I don't need, or I'm getting charged twice? I'll just cancel it myself. I mean,
right.
So that's their little money-making scam, is because people do just say, you know what, just cancel it for me. They don't realize, they're like, well, I'll pay 1 more month's subscription just to have you cancel it.
It is. I think that's the biggest thing with it. But I do feel overall it's a greed thing.
Yeah.
And it comes down to kind of like the Star Trek thing. It's the old lions trying to milk whatever's left out of it and try and get the most out of it, versus just owning up to it and be like, look, man, nobody's watching you. Kids are going to YouTube. They're consuming content in 30-second to 5-minute intervals. And that's at the top
TikTok,
of the...
it's the TikTok generation. Anything over a minute, it's it. Like your content, a minute of your content is getting consumed, and then they're moving on. They're swiping
I would
away.
much rather go back to over-the-air channels. Put it out in the antenna. I don't need to use your wires or nothing to broadcast, because that's all it does is EDM. That's why the U.S. has the slowest internet in the world, is because we still use copper and cable wires and fiber to transmit our television through. When a lot of other countries just broadcast over the air, and it's in full uncompressed HD. But regardless, without any ads, go find an old TV station, put all those archives on there, and then have an older TV station with the Rockford Files and Murder, She Wrote for all the old people. And then I'll just watch YouTube and watch those over-the-air channels on my TV set.
Hey, there's this age verification on Roblox. Speaking of Roblox, my kid uses Roblox. My 11-year-old uses Roblox a lot, and she needed age verification. So I held the camera in front of me, because now what they do is they use AI. They take your picture and they determine your age based on your face. And, when she tried it with her face, she wasn't getting verified, obviously, because her face is not going to come out to over 18. But when they did my face, so I said, all right, I'll let you use Roblox as an adult. I don't know why, but I did it, and it said that I looked like I was 48. So it changed her age to 48.
Oh, shit.
Because you look 48.
Yeah, good for you.
Well, that's good, because I'm actually 55, so I'll take that.
Holy shit.
But, that's so that you can't go out. So that's so that kids that interact with her are going to be like, ooh, this is a creeper.
Yeah,
that's fine.
48 account,
Dirty old man
trying to talk to me.
Chris Hansen will be knocking on the door.
Right,
Where is so-and-so?
You're about to have, exactly. You're about to have that crew at your door. Oh, you're posing as a 48-year-old.
What do you mean, give the D?
Right.
Sick bastard.
Oh, that's funny. All right. Well, I just finished another Twisted Tea Extreme, but PVG brought me the fruit punch. Now I was kind of.
I thought it was the.
No, you brought me fruit punch.
You're drunk, PVG.
Yeah, I didn't even read it.
Trying to act a little zesty.
Yeah,
but
just a little zesty.
But I didn't. I liked it actually. It's pretty much gone.
He's just drinking that little fruit punch.
Yeah. So Twisted Tea. I know Big E's excited because he's a big fan of Twisted Tea. But there's some extra flavors here. We got the Long Island iced tea.
You know, you got to upgrade your score rating then for the
Oh, well,
for the
these are
sheet.
new. We got to put these on the board.
You got to put them on the sheet on the.
I got
on
his,
the,
is his spreadsheets. Is the spreadsheet still alive?
Yes,
I'll have
it
to
is.
check.
I pulled it up the other day.
Ooh,
You
we
need
got to pull up that spreadsheet.
Oh, I'd
We
like to see
should. One of
that.
these days, we'll pull that up. It's all of our drink reviews.
Because it's twisted tea.
For like
I drink it
18
like
months.
water.
Yeah.
It's just.
Oh, we taste tested everything.
Or we
But-
would go out look. I would go out looking
Yeah.
for shit I ain't had before, just to
Even
try.
if we knew it'd be junk, we
Oh, man.
needed to taste test it.
That would be a good show.
Yep.
Oh, there was a lot of good shows. There were a lot of good. Don't drink this one.
Man.
If Vinny
Oh, yeah.
says he still has a beatbox in the refrigerator.
Yep. Oh, we got some. What are those round ones called that look like light bulbs?
Buzz balls.
Buzz
Oh,
balls.
yeah.
I got buzz balls that I ain't cracked open. I'm just keeping them almost like keepsakes.
My Romulan ale that I have behind me. That is what that is from.
I don't know if we've cracked that open yet. The blue Curacao.
Curacao.
Oh yeah, they got the giant ones. Sam's Club has those. I mean, they got them. They got them in a few places, but I see them at Sam's Club. Those big buzz balls.
Yeah, I just can't see how somebody
That's
would
too
drink
much.
that.
I got nowhere to put something that big.
Unless it's like a party environment and you're
That's what she
having
said.
you're making some big ass cocktail to spoon out, like at
You
a
have to have
holiday
a-
party or whatever,
have to have
like
an audience.
eggnog style.
Yeah, that's true. All right. Well, I need to go inside and use the proper facilities. I can't be doing this thing PVG.
Oh, it's cold out there.
I know it's like 9 degrees outside and PVG's out there on a tree.
Man.
I ain't doing that. All right. Well, so we'll keep at it. We'll keep watching Starfleet Academy for you guys.
I'm out there and it's like a snow blower. You know, it's just
I don't
so
get
cold
that.
out there.
Yeah, we don't get that reference. Me and Tom will be
when
watching
you go pee, it's going.
Starfleet Academy. PVG will
I'll take a
read a
gander at
Google
it.
review of whatever came in the
Oh,
latest TV
Starfleet. I
guide.
thought you said. I thought it was Star Wars.
Stargate
PVG.
Academy.
PVG
Star Wars
is one of 37 people that are keeping TV Guide still in business by getting weekly deliveries. So he's got to read whatever comes up on
God,
the TV
I haven't
Guide.
heard that in 1,000 years.
Look, take your TiVo out of storage and record Starfleet Academy and then watch it
TiVo.
before next week.
I got VCR.
All right, happy. Brad says he's good with the first episode so far. No, I mean, I think what did I give it? A 5.1? I mean, that's above average, right? Average would be 5.0.
I get 5. I get 5.
No,
and a
you went
7.8.
4.9. You were 4.9.
You are correct. I did drop it because of the theme music. Oh,
He likes it better
4.9
now.
and then a 7.2.
I mean, we're your liaisons to Star Trek television, so
Hold on,
we will
you
be
should write
watching
that
it.
down.
Yeah, we'll be watching it regardless, whether
you
we
gonna-
like it or not.
Can you write those down? Can you write the scores down?
PVG's got it memorized.
I got shit.
No, we ain't got shit.
No,
We ain't
you
got
don't.
shit.
Not for
We'll
this
go
guy.
back and watch it.
Not
We'll
for
go
this
back and
guy.
rewatch.
We're not gonna go back. And
I'll
watch
make
it.
some shorts out of it.
This
but,
segment is over. We're never gonna review back to these.
I do have a video planned, a standalone video that I'm going to post to the channel about the burn. So I'm going to go through the history of the burn. Because a lot of people don't know what the burn's all about.
It's about the Disco Inferno.
And I did some research, so AI helped me with that. So I'm going to do a little video about the burn. Maybe I'll get Crewman Patty to do it. I think Crewman Patty's kind of done with us, but I'll see if I can get her back
Are
out.
you serious?
Yeah, I wonder why.
What?
Crewman Patty said she was down to help, but you make it awkward.
No.
Make it
I mean,
weird.
What did you do now?
no, you know what happened is when we spiked up in subscribers, then she didn't want to help anymore because she said, well, now there's going to be too many people seeing me out on the internet.
That's it. Okay. Well, agree to disagree.
Yeah.
But PVG's got some other people in mind to take her place. So we're going to go do some recruiting this
PVG,
week.
Over 21. Preferably over 30.
I work at a school.
Then don't get anyone.
No, can
You
you?
know that scene in Avengers?
All right, let's not talk about what he's. Let's not talk about PVG's situation right now.
I'm a doctor, not a mechanic.
I'll supervise the recruiting.
I barely trust you more than him.
Well,
Thanks,
nonetheless, we do need a persona, so we'll work on that. But I might have to do it myself, this burn video, unless I can find someone in the next couple days, because I do want to get this burn video out, because I think people are curious about what this burn is. Like, nobody knows the details, and there is a good article out there. And I had AI rewrite it and make it sound very personable.
We'll have to do a production meeting and figure it out.
All right, we'll do a production meeting down at the place we did the last production meeting.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink, say no more.
Yeah. So
See, that
all
right there is what makes things weird and why you should not do any kind of recruitment.
Yes. That's kind of weird.
You nailed it. So, all's good. All's good.
All right, I lost my train of thought. All right, I'm going to El Baño. But thanks for tuning in, everybody. Next week, we'll recap episode 3 of Starfleet Academy. So before you tune in next Saturday night, be sure to watch it because there will be spoilers. Unless you just want to watch our recaps, we'll probably go into all the details. So you don't need to waste your time and watch it. Or if you do...
And if you know PVG on a personal level, make him watch it. Sit down with him and watch it together.
Same bat time, same bat channel.
Don't listen
well, he'll
to that.
probably he'll drive his side by side out into the middle of the football field and just go watch it. Don't tell his boss. Good thing his boss don't watch.
Yeah.
All right.
But, all right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Crewman Karen, IB,
McLeod,
Chief Scott,
McLeod.
Craig, Infinity, Going Rounds Podcast, Big E, Happy Bastard Studios, Brad. Thanks for tuning in. We will catch you. Oh, there was somebody else that tuned in. They made like one comment that they didn't like it. I forgot their name.
Who was that?
It was like Los Litos or something.
Los Lobos?
Like about an hour ago. But thanks for tuning in, you guys. We'll catch you guys next Sunday.
Oh, you mean Live Monkey.
Yes.
Thanks for showing up, Live Monkey. We appreciate it.
Peace out.
Adios.
Say goodnight, Gracie.
Ciao.